W7 Live. Coming to you live from Goodman Diamond in Madison as Fix TV and W7 Productions proudly bring you coverage of the 2026 WIAA State Softball Tournament. Good morning, everyone. The wait is over. The road through conference play, regionals, and sectionals has led us here. I'm Gary Wipperman, and joining me today, our very special guest and my very good friend, 2023 graduate of Marshfield High School. It is Sandy Costa. Sandy, thanks for joining and welcome to the broadcast.
I'm so excited to be here. I can't wait to watch some great softball today.
Well, of course, Sandy's Marshfield Tigers will take the field today. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, if you think that Sandy's not going to be a homer, you're wrong, because I want her to be a homer. She's from Marshfield. I want her to be proud of her town. So there's no anger here if Sandy gets excited about her team as well as she should. So, Sandy, feel free to be a homer. I'll be as neutral as I can. 24 teams arrived in Madison with dreams of a state championship. Only 5 will leave with gold. We're excited to bring you the opening Division I quarterfinal of the tournament. Our first matchup features 2 proud programs returning to the state tournament after nearly 3 decades away. Muskego is back for the first time since 1996. Marshfield returns for the first time since 1998. One team takes another step toward a championship. The other sees its season come to an end. Let's take a look at today's matchup. Muskego enters today at 26-2 and has been one of the most complete teams in Wisconsin all season. The Warriors hit .364 as a team and have blasted 30 home runs and feature tremendous depth both offensively and in the circle. There aren't many weaknesses on this roster. Marshfield arrives at 18-8, but is playing some of its best softball of the season. The Tigers dominated sectional play and enter Goodman Diamond with plenty of confidence today. The key storyline today is Muskego's depth versus Marshfield's star power. The Warriors can attack opponents in a variety of ways. The Tigers counter with one of Division I's premier two-way players in Molly Fox. If Marshfield is going to pull the upset, Fox will likely be right in the middle of it. Sandy, your thoughts on today's game, what we should expect to see, and what you think we're going to see out of this Marshfield team?
Oh gosh, I mean, this team all season has put in the work, the grit. They have the confidence going into this. I mean, yesterday at practice, we looked sharp. We looked just wonderful. I mean, Molly Fox is an incredible pitcher throughout central Wisconsin. And I mean, not only that, she can hit the ball. So, I mean, looking at this team right now, I mean, it's a surreal feeling, but also I'm super excited for these girls. And, I mean, it's going to be a tough game, I think.
Well, and you know this, I mean, one of the things I encourage all the kids to do today is take a second, look around, find your parents in the bleachers, wave at them, and just soak up this atmosphere because, as you know, as well as many other former high school players, not everybody gets to come here.
Not everybody, nope. I know I didn't, so seeing this for my sister is definitely a perk, but it's also a little bit bittersweet. But, you know, I love this game, and I love seeing these girls play because I've seen them play since they've been 8 years old, so it's been really fun.
All of today's tournament action brought to you is powered by Velocity Performance Training. A big thanks Mike Collins and Velocity Performance Training for their support of W7 and girls athletics. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, today's starting lineups. You're watching the Fix TV pregame show live on W7. Welcome back. Now it's time for the Athletes on Call starting lineups. Athletes on Call, your #1 portal pickup for players, extra players, teams, innings, whatever you need. Go to Athletes on Call. WissConsin.com. By the way, for the rest of the year, you use the promo code TRYAOC and you get free service for the rest of 2026. Here are today's starting lineups. First for Marshfield, leading off in center field, Madeline Cole. Hitting second at third base, Lydia Garvin. In the third spot is today's pitcher, Molly Fox. Hitting cleanup is the catcher, Lillian Griesbach. Hitting fifth in left field is Avery Kellnorfer. Hitting sixth at shortstop is Ryan Costa. Hitting seventh at first base, Ariana Pugh. Hitting eighth, the designated players, Taven Stanton. And hitting ninth in right field is Cameron Pierce. Your flex today at second base is Layla Oppman. For Marshfield, Cole, Garvin, Fox, Griesbach, Kellnhofer, Costa, Pugh, Stanton, Pierce, with Oppman as your flex. For the Muskego Warriors, leading off in center field, Reese Heinrich. Hitting second is the shortstop, Samantha Bruner. In the third spot is today's designated player, Kylie Sadler. Hitting cleanup is the catcher, Libby Kreil. Hitting fifth at third base, Cora, Jahimek. Hitting sixth at first base, Ava Gumini. Hitting seventh is the pitcher, Grace Swazinski. Hitting eighth in right field, Mallory Becker. And hitting ninth at second base, Lily George. In left field, your flex today is Lauren Morrow. For Muskego, Heinrich, Bruner, Sadler, Kreil, Jahamek, Gumini, Swazinski, Becker, and George, with Morrow as your flex. There's today's starting lineups. When we come back, it's the Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. We got your back fan vote. Getting close to On the Field. You're watching W7 Live, powered by Velocity. Welcome back to the Fix TV pregame show, live on W7, powered by Velocity. It's now time for the Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. We got your back fan vote. Well, every day, you guys know the drill. We put it in our story and we ask one question. That question is, who do you got? Sometimes it's close, sometimes it's not. Today, not close. 79% of you say today's winner will be the Warriors of Muskego. When you're injured, you want specialized care, not a long ER wait. At Ortho ASAP, we have on-site x-rays ready for you at a moment's notice. It's a faster, easier, less expensive alternative to the ER or urgent care. With locations in Pewaukee and Brookfield, avoid lines and meet with orthopedic providers who specialize in sprains, strains, fractures, lacerations, dislocations, and more. Visit orthowisconsin.com. Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. There is a difference. There's your pregame show. When we come back, Dan Pfeiffer on the field, the PA announcer. You're watching the WIA, listening to the WIA State Softball Tournament on W7 Live.
Muskego Warriors.
W7, we are back. Rural Mutual Insurance. When you're faced with a challenge, how you respond determines the real winners. Rural Mutual Insurance believes there's something more important than just winning or losing a game. They believe the team, school, and fans who support their athletes with dignity and class are the true champions. Rural Mutual is the proud sponsor of the WIAA Rural Mutual Insurance Sportsmanship Award since it started in 1965. From baseball to softball or lacrosse to soccer, the award recognizes more than team sportsmanship. It recognizes that sportsmanship matters in your community as well. Visit ruralmutual.com/WIAA and see how our team and your community can work together to be true champions. Here's Dan Pfeiffer, public address announcer. We'll take you to the field.
The sixth batter is the first baseman, number 10, Ava Kumini. In seventh, in the circle for the Warriors, number 45, Chris Susinski. The eighth batter from Muskego is the right fielder, number 15, Mallory Becker. Hitting ninth and playing second base, number 7, Lily George. And the top player and left fielder for the Warriors is number 21, Lauren Moore. Warriors in her third season is Brooke Bach. She is assisted by Madeline Patrick and Leah Mello. The umpires for this Division I state quarterfinal include at third base Ken Dayton, at first base Larry Rockberger, and behind the plate Dan Reorther. To help make these things possible, consider becoming an umpire yourself. Visit WIAA.org/officials for information on becoming certified. At this time, we ask that you please rise as we honor America and all that it stands for, as well as our freedom and all those who serve to protect it, with the playing of our national anthem.
Anthem done, lineup's done. It's time for softball at Goodman Diamond on the campus of the University of Wisconsin-Madison. It is the Division I quarterfinal opening game. The Marshfield Tigers seeded 7th and the Muskego Warriors hitting 2nd. Keys early here, Sandy, this top of the first. I mean, neither team has been here before, so it's not like there's an advantage either way. But, what do you think as far as Marshfield's looking to do getting out early here?
We got to get some base runners on base for sure. I mean, our biggest thing is if we get the ball in play, we're fast. We will run on you all day. That's our biggest thing right now. And the other thing is we're very disciplined at the plate, We take pitches that, if they're a little bit off the plate, we're not swinging at it. It's got to be there. If it's not there, we're not swinging. So I think that's going to be our biggest thing today is be disciplined and, You get those base runners in positions, we're fast, we're going to run.
You know, these teams have not played each other this year and really don't have any common opponents. So we really don't know what we don't know at this point for these two teams.
Exactly.
It's going to be fun finding it out today. You've been around the program. Obviously, you coach in the program. What's the buzz like around Marshfield this week as these girls make their way up here?
So much fun. I mean, we had our send-off yesterday, and seeing the community come together, all of our kids, all of the youth programs come together and line up for these girls and show these girls like they're, you know, we're rooting for you even from here. So it's a big deal right now in Marshfield, and obviously we want to come home with the gold ball. So
Absolutely.
I think that's our goal for this week, but take it one out at a time, one inning at a time.
Well, we are ready to go. Happy to have you along wherever you're watching from today. First pitch coming at 11 o'clock on the dot, and we are underway. First pitch inside, ball one. Now, I've got to remember, Sandy, we're doing radio, so I'm used to being able to kind of lean on the video part of it, but not today. Our viewers, our listeners are going to be 100% dependent on our call today, so we got to make sure we do it right.
We got to paint the picture.
One ball, no strikes. Absolutely beautiful after morning coming into afternoon. That's a strike. One ball, one strike. It is in the mid-80s. It's very humid. Fatigue might be an issue today with this hot weather. They're calling for storms later today. We'll see. Pitch inside, 2 balls and 1 strike on the leadoff hitter for Marshfield. That one upstairs. And now 3 balls and 1 strike. This is Madeline Cole leading off. In there, strike. Cole hit .384 this year, 33 hits and 86 at bats. She scored 32 and she's driven in 12, an OPS of 1052. Full count now on Cole. Here's the 3-2, swung on and fouled off. So, Sandy, right away, they're doing what you said. Be disciplined at the plate, work the count. You know, I think it's important for Marshfield, if they can get Bruner making a lot of pitches here in these first couple innings, that could really play in their favor.
Oh, it's 100%. I mean, we worked on it all week, last week, this week. Quality at bats, that's all we want. If we can get a quality at bat going, that one's right over our heads here.
Yeah, well, for me, like most things, fouled back and over our heads, right? We are right behind home plate. This is the 5th year I've been here doing this tournament. I would say this is the best seating we've ever had. Thank you, Todd Clark. Thank you, Cassie Mortimer from the WIAA for your support of W7 and all you do for high school athletics. Ball 4, and Cole draws a leadoff walk. Couldn't ask for better here to start for the Tigers. A leadoff walk for Madeline Cole. So runner on, nobody out.
I think their thing is going to be here. Just try to tire this girl out as much as you can. I mean, this girl's a great pitcher. Looking just at her stats here, she's throwing really well. I mean, she can work the count as much as she can. But you know, the thing is here is going to be, can we work this count to get her to throw 10 to 12 pitches to us in a matter of a minute or two.
First pitch low, 1 ball on Lydia Garvin. Runner on first, nobody out, top of the first. That one's upstairs. 2 balls, no strikes. 1 on and no one out. I like the discipline at the plate here for the Tigers early going. That one upstairs, 3-0. Garvin hitting .369, 31 hits and 84 at bats. She's scored 22, she's driven in 21, and she has an OPS of 991. And she has a 3-0 count. You got to think she's taking here, Sandy.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
She is indeed, and it's a strike, kind of maybe a high strike, 3 balls and 1 strike. There's my first critique of the umpires today. I usually try not to do that very much. They do a great job, but I don't want to pick on them too much.
But, as soon as you get into playoff time, the strike zone slowly becomes smaller and smaller.
That's true.
You got to hit it. If you don't hit it, they're going to call that ball. And you're seeing that today. Even they're not calling much up high or even inside. So
Bruner paints the inside corner with that one. Now another full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and nobody out. 1 on here in the top of the first. Bruner ready, and here's the payoff pitch. Hit to left field and high, but caught. And there's 1 out. Nice contact and a nice quality at bat for Lydia Garvin, Sandy.
yes.
So 1 down and 1 on in the top of the first.
Molly Fox.
Now here's Molly Fox. Molly, certainly the MVP of this team, has had just a tremendous year. She's hitting .412, 35 hits, 85 at bats. She's scored 28, driven in 27, OPS of 1164. She pretty much has done it all, Sandy.
Yeah, I mean, like I talked about earlier, she's one of those girls that she's dangerous at the plate and on the mound. So, I mean,
first pitch in there, strike. One half of the crowd likes it, the other half not so much.
isn't that the way it always goes, Gary?
Seems to be that way, Sandy, for sure. No balls, 1 strike, and 1 out. We are monitoring on Facebook. If you want to comment, feel free to do so. This one's popped up high in the infield. First base calling for it and makes the play, and that's the second out. Ava Gunini on the play, and there's 2 away.
The catcher,
You know, and the thing with state tournament games, Sandy, when you get a base runner, you don't know how many more you're going to get, and you just hate to leave them stranded out there when you get a leadoff runner on like that.
Exactly. I mean, you can't, especially in this time of year, you can't leave those base runners on base. You got to move them somehow, some way.
So 2 outs and 1 on. Trying for second on the steal and safe. Woo, that was close.
She's one of our fastest. I mean, she runs all day. I don't know how many stolen bases she has, but I mean, she is just a beast on base.
Well, Libby Kreil, the catcher from Muskego, she's a freshman. She threw a rocket over to second base, but not in time. Cole is on. Chopped down the line at first and foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. I also got to thank Becky Linsmeyer, head coach for Marshfield. Becky supplied us just tons of information about this team and the program. And, you know, it just sounds like a great culture, Sandy. It sounds like a great place for girls to not only develop their game, but also just develop as people.
We always talk about family, and, you know, I believe that these girls are a family. They do everything together on and off the field. They're so together, and you'll see that when they go on the field today. They are just cohesive.
1 ball and 2 strikes. This is Lillian Griesbach, 393 on the year, 33 hits, 84 at bats. Here's the 1-2, way high, 2-2. It gets away from Creel, and the runner from second going to move down to third. So a little something here for Marshfield in the first. You got to find a way to get this runner home now. Runner on third, 2 outs, 2 balls, 2 strikes. This would be a huge statement for Marshfield in the top of the first to get a run on this Muskego team.
Oh, for sure. And then, you know, we got to go out there and you got to get on the field still. But, I mean, yeah, these girls are just...
Inside to Griesbach. Lillian, again, working the count. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And the Tigers are following this Marshfield script of get deep in the count, make them throw pitches. Payoff pitch coming, swung on! It goes over the third baseman's glove. The runner's at third. She's going to try to score. She's in there. It's an RBI single for Lillian Griesbach. It hit the third baseman as she jumped for it right at the bag, and it went off the tip of her glove and into left field. And Cole at first was waiting to see if it was going to be caught. With 2 outs, you don't do that. You just go. And then once it wasn't caught, she took off. But could have been a big mistake, but it turns into a run. It's 1-0 Marshfield.
And it looks like there was some sort of obstruction on the plate, too. So Lillian Griesbach is now at second.
So we got runner obstruction. So Griesbach goes to second. By the way, your umpires today, home plate, Dan Bayreuther, first base, Larry Buckberger, and third base, Ken Dayton. 1-0 Marshfield here in the top of the first, and they're talking it over, and play will resume. Now Avery Kelnhofer, another runner in scoring position for the Tigers. Runner at second with 2 out. Kelnhofer hitting .403. First pitch in their strike.
Avery's been one of our bats that you never know what she's going to do. She'll hit it over your heads, or she'll put it in play and make you work for it. So
here's the 0-1. Foul back and in the hole now. No balls and 2 strikes. 1-0 here in the top of the first. We'll get to the Muskego defensive alignment in the second inning. 0-2. Inside, 1-2. Bruner working that inside corner, Sandy.
Oh, 1,000. I mean, you got to look at the feet. If their feet are off the line, we're going to throw it inside all day. You know, that goes for both teams, you know, and that's what she's kind of looking at here. Like, how is Kellenhofer set up? Is she set up close? Is she set up far?
Here's the 1-2. It was a high one, and she grabs it and fouls it off down the left field line and out of the stadium. 1 ball and 2 strikes. She's got some pop in that bat, doesn't she?
Oh, yeah. I believe she just got that bat this year.
Well, it's working out for her pretty well. 4.03 average on the year. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner at second, 2 outs. Foul tip.
I'm over here rubbing my hands together.
I love it.
Nervous.
I love
We're
it.
nervous in here.
Sandy's fired up. She's on the edge of her seat already. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Sandy Costa from Marshfield High School, class of 2023. Also UW Platteville, now at UW Stevens Point, joining us as our special guest analyst today. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss, and that retires the side. Well, they get 1 in the first. We played half an inning. Your score, Marshfield 1, Muskego coming up. You're watching W7, presented by and powered by Velocity.
Connect with the WI.
Okay. All right.
Is that better?
No, you're good. You're good. Bottom of the first. Well, picking up with the Marshfield theme, all about family, right?
Oh, yeah.
1 run for Marshfield in the top of the first. We'll see what the Warriors can do in the bottom half. Today's broadcast brought to you by Velocity Performance Training. From softball and baseball instruction to strength training, speed development, and recruiting support, Velocity helps athletes build the skills and confidence needed to compete at the next level. Whether you're just getting started or chasing college opportunities, Velocity has programs designed to help you reach your goals. With locations in Green Bay and Slinger, Velocity is developing the next generation of athletes across Wisconsin. Visit trainwithvelocity.com to learn more and get started today. Velocity Performance Training. Train with purpose, perform with confidence. Well, here we go to the bottom of the first. We'll see what the Warriors have for an answer to Marshfield's run in the top half. And a lot of pitches in that first inning for Bruner. We got to keep an eye on her pitch count today, Sandy. We'll see what if that comes into play later on in this game.
Yeah, as a pitcher myself, when I played, I mean, you never wanted to get your pitch count higher than, 40 by the third inning.
Right.
So we'll see what happens here. But, I mean, Grace is a great pitcher so far. She's hitting her corner. She's spinning the ball really well. So hopefully Molly Fox here can do the same thing for us.
Here we go. Reese Heinrich to lead it off for the Warriors here at the bottom of the first. Fox on the circle, first pitch in there, strike. Defensively for Marshfield, outfield left to right, Kellenhofer, Cole, and Pierce. Infield left to right, Garvin, Costa, Oppmann, and Pugh. And your battery, Fox and Griesbach. No balls, 1 strike, and no outs on Reese Heinrich. Molly steps off and wants a fresh set of signs here. Here's the 0-1. Just missed. 1 ball, 1 strike.
You know, Molly's always has hit her inside and outside corners really well. You know, she can put the ball high on the inside corner, and that's been her strength all season, is putting it on that high corner and getting you to chase no matter what.
1-1. Swung on, hit to second. Scoop, pitch to first, and out. Nice play by Layla Oppman. It was a ground ball to her left. She took 3 steps to the left, got down on it, got it. Underhand scoop to first base to Ariana Pugh, and there's 1 out in the Muskego first.
I will always say about Marshfield that their infield is always good. You got speed, you got range in the infield. Your outfield has speed, so it's very hard to kind of get a ball past the infield here. So we'll see if Muskego can do it, but just for our purposes, we always been able to move in range as well as any team in Wisconsin. So
here's Samantha Brunner. She's hitting .526, 50 hits and 95 at bats. 31 RBI, 41 runs scored, and an OPS of 1399. Boy, impressive numbers for Sam. That one's a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike.
You know, I'm noticing about this Muskego team, Gary, they're pretty tall.
Yeah,
everywhere I look, there's someone. They're all tall, it seems like.
Well, I will tell you the one thing about Muskego. Here's the 1-1. That one swung on it, was well outside, swung and foul tipped. 1-2. The thing about Muskego, you got to know, Sandy, is in the state of Wisconsin, they are elite in strength and training, strength conditioning. Their ED, Ryan McMillan, is a big believer in strength training and conditioning. He was my son's football coach. Here's the 1-2. And that one called strike 3.
And here we are, Molly's 300th career strikeout. She's only a sophomore. 300 career strikeouts for Molly Fox.
Congratulations, Molly. 300 career strikeouts. Couldn't come at a better time, Sandy. 2 outs and nobody on here in the first.
No, and another milestone she hit this year was, she had the most hits in her career in a single game, so that was a pretty cool one as well to see. But, she just does it all, and this Marshall team's hopping out to a 2-out, no runners, so we'll see what happens here.
Boy, Marshall couldn't have painted a better opening script for this game than they're getting right now.
It gives them the momentum.
It absolutely does.
Once you have that, you don't lose it,
Oh, what I found! Molly Fox! It was hit hard up the middle. Fox stuck out her left hand, glove hand, snared it, and tosses it to first for the 3rd out. What a play by Molly Fox to retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody laughed at a big velocity strikeout for Molly Fox. You're watching W7 Live, powered by Velocity. Top of the second. Time for Sandy to get nervous. Ryan Costa leading it off for Marshfield here in the second. Let's see what Big Sis has to say.
Oh, gosh. A lot. Too much to say almost about her. She's turning 17 today, so she's...
oh, my gosh. The big 1-7.
She's hoping to get a birthday hit here. I'm pretty sure her father is also nervous in the dugout, Danny Costa.
I'm sure he is. She's got some arms. You can tell she works out.
She goes to the gym every once in a while. We always have competitions of, did you go to the gym today? And she's always like, yeah, did you?
1-1, fouled back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Costa hitting .291. 23 hits and 79 at bats, 15 runs scored, 16 RBI, and OPS of 778 on the year. Top of the second, 1-0 Marshfield.
You know, the funny thing about her is she's so superstitious. She never changes her hair.
Is that right?
Never changes it. She's always got the bubbles in, but I noticed she's got the ribbons in, but she's got her lucky one up at the top. She's worn it since she's been a freshman, so she's.
I love it.
She's ready and stacked for today.
Here's the 2-2 to Costa. Popped foul and on a play. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. Piggly Wiggly is proud to partner with W7, supporting local athletes and the communities we serve with fresh produce, quality meats, and unbeatable deals. We are your hometown grocery store. Shop smart, shop local. Shop the Pig. Visit shopthepig.com for deals and locations. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Tried the outside corner on a change and missed. 3-2.
Another quality at bat for Marshfield. I mean, how many counts have we gotten to 3-2?
Absolutely.
Pretty much all of them, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, this team is just getting these quality at bats like we've talked about all week.
Payoff pitch. Tried the outside corner, and it's ball 4. And the leadoff runner on for Marshfield here in the second. Good start here for the Tigers in the second inning. They are making Swazinski work, I will tell you that. Exactly what Coach Linsmeyer wanted to do. It's their kids are following through on it. They're executing the game plan perfectly. One ball and no strikes on Ariana Pugh. Pugh hitting .333, 21 hits, 63 at bats, 7 runs scored, 8 RBI, and a 789 OPS. Here's the 1-0. Got a plane going overhead. 1 ball, 1 strike.
You know, the funny thing about Ari is I've known her since she's been 8, 9 years old, and she's always been that hitter that you never know what's going to happen. You always never know. You could get a hit, you could get a walk, but I will tell you right now, she's going to work your count, and she's going to work it well.
And doing it right there, fouls it off. Coach Linsmeyer calls her the positive pickle.
Oh. She never has a negative word to say. She's one of the team's most positive leaders, I would definitely say. She never has a frown on her face. She's hyping girls up. I mean, you'll see it on the field too. She's smiling, laughing, having a good time. She's happy to be here. This senior, I mean, she's enjoying her senior season.
Every team needs an Ari, no doubt about it.
Exactly.
Here's the 1-2, swing and a miss, and a velocity strikeout for Grace Swazinski, and there's 1 out. Swung on a high rise ball. It was well out of the zone, chased it upstairs, and there's 1 out. Now Taven Stanton defensively for Muskego, outfield left to right, Morrow, Heinrich, Becker, infield, Jomick, Brunner, George, and Jumini. This one's popped up behind third base, giving chase and making the plays, Samantha Brunner, and there's 2 outs.
You know, she's a freshman that just hit. She's our lone freshman on this team.
So Taven Stanton pops out to third, and there's 2 away. Your battery today, Swazinski and Kryl. Here's Cameron Pierce. Pierce hitting .250, 17 hits and 68 at bats, 19 runs scored, 5 RBI, 643 OPS. First pitch misses, or in a sprint there for a strike, 0-1. Today's broadcast powered by Velocity Performance Training. From skill development to strength and speed training, Velocity helps athletes reach their full potential. Learn more at trainwithvelocity.com. Here's the 0-1. That one's outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Cameron Pierce at the plate.
She's very quick. She's very fast. The lefty, one of our very few lefty slappers, and nice thing is she will outrun you. You got to get the ball out quick. She can outrun you very, very much so. And, you know, once she gets that bunt down, she's out of the box pretty quickly. So hopefully she can get that bunt down and, you know, call it a day.
1 ball, 2 strikes on Pierce. Swing and a miss. Another velocity strikeout for Grace Swazinski, and that retires the side. Tigers strand 1 in the second. 1.5 in. Your score remains Marshfield 1, Muskego 0. You're watching W7 Live, powered by Velocity.
When you arrive ready for something good, you'll leave connected to something greater. Marquette University.
Now Avery Kellenhofer, another runner in scoring position for the Tigers. Runner. Bottom of the second. Today's broadcast is brought to you by Our Bar and Grill in Plainfield. Whether you're stopping in for great food, cold drinks, or a night out with friends, you'll always find a welcoming atmosphere and plenty of familiar faces. Our Bar is proud to support local communities and W7's coverage of Wisconsin girls sports. Our Bar and Grill in Plainfield. It's not my bar or your bar, it's our bar, where strangers become friends and friends become family. Check them out on Facebook. First pitch hit at the middle. That's a base hit. A leadoff single for the Warriors here in the bottom of the second. Libby Kreil, the catcher, hits it into center field. Just a solid single, Sandy, for Libby.
Yeah, the thing about Goodman is it's so packed. It almost plays like a turf field. So, you gotta kind of have that in the back of your mind too. If it hops, it's gonna hop.
Great point. So Kreil on here in the bottom of the second. I believe we're getting a courtesy runner. Kreil's the catcher, so we'll get a courtesy runner. Miller will be the courtesy runner for the Warriors. Now Kara Jimiak. We're going to get that right here one of these times. First pitch missed upstairs, 1 ball and no strikes. The sun peeks behind a set of clouds and everybody takes a deep breath, a deep exhale. It is warm here today, warm and muggy.
It's like wet almost.
It's wet kind of warm, that's right.
I feel very wet now.
It's oppressive. 1 ball, no strikes, another one up the middle, backhanded, step on the bag for one, throw to first, not in time, and over the head of Pugh, but the runner will stay at first. Great backhand by Oppmann. Going to her right, backhands it with her left, steps on the bag. Probably didn't really have a chance at that throw at first. Maybe you just hang on to that, but it's still a great heads-up play by Oppmann at second base.
It's definitely a big play. You always want to get the lead runner. You never want to get the behind runner. So better that she stepped on. You're probably right. She probably shouldn't have thrown it. But, you never know. You never know what could happen. But
I mean, if that thing goes in the dugout, the runner's at least second, maybe third.
I know.
Just, this is where we talk about games on the margin. It's all these little things that make all the difference. 1 out, 1 on. First pitch roped into left center field. That's going to roll to the fence. Coming around third, Jahimiak, she'll score, and we're tied at 1. It's an RBI double for Ava Gumini. That's a Recruited Films double. Let me lay it out for you. No film, no shot. Visit recruitedfilms.com. Make sure your film gets seen by college coaches. Recruitedfilms.com. Just a solid piece of hitting right in the gap in left center field, and it rolled all the way to the wall.
Yeah, this field's 218. So our Marshfield field back home is 210. So this is only a couple feet further than our home field. So I think these girls are prepared for the depth of this field.
Outfield had to do a lot of work there. That was Kellenhofer in left and Cole in center. No chance of getting the runner. She was off and going. That thing was a line drive and one hopped right out in left field behind the shortstop. No doubt it was a hit. Here's Grace Wazinski. 1 ball, no strikes, and 1 out here in the second. Here's the 1-0. And there's a strike. Nice job by Griesbach, just framing that baby for a home plate umpire. That's a good catcher that can do that.
Yeah, we work with her a lot on framing and getting that call, no matter where it could be. You always got to frame it in, no matter what.
Absolutely. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one's fouled off. 1 and 2.
We always say make a bad pitch look good, no matter how bad the pitch is.
Yes. Tim Stoltz, check it in. Stay hydrated, Gary. We tried to help you out with that on Saturday. Hey, those Those seltzers are pretty darn good. I was over at Stoltz's house Saturday for Cameron's graduation party, and had a good old time over there. Hung out with Kendall Fakes from Beaver Dam. It was fun. Had a couple of cold beverages. Enjoyed the day. Great afternoon. Cam will be graduating this Saturday. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out on Swazinski, the pitcher. Runner on second with 1 out. That is Jumini on second base. Fox ready. Here's the 2-2. Woo! Just outside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. It is a tight zone, Sandra.
Right on the corner, right on the corner. You know, a lot of umpires, they talk about the river, and the river is always one of those spots that you'll either get it or you won't. And if you don't get it, you're never going to get it. So it's one of those things, too. As a pitcher, it's very frustrating. But as a hitter, it's one of the best things that could ever happen.
Here's the 3-2. This one hit to shortstop. Costa's got it. Long throw in time. The runner moves to third. Great job by Ari Pugh. It was a one-hopper. She fielded it cleanly, got the out. Nice job fielding by Costa. Not quite as much as probably she wanted on the throw, but Pugh does a great job in waiting for it and picking it up in a nice stretch as well.
His guns, I tell you. Sometimes they're beautiful, sometimes they're not.
Right?
She didn't lift this week. That's probably what happened. She didn't get her lift in. She's not going to like me for saying that, but
Ryan, you're fine.
She didn't get her lift in this week, so.
2 outs and one on. The runner's at third now with 2 outs. Big at bat here. This is Mallory Becker. Becker hitting .253, 19 hits and 75 at bats. 20 runs scored, 9 RBI, and OPS of 730 on the year.
You know, Muskieko's doing a really good job of adjusting to Molly. All of them are moving back, moving forward, depending on the pitch.
Nice inside change. And Becker had Becker crossed up on that one. She kind of swung meekly at it, and it's no balls and 2 strikes. So now Fox in control. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 1-1 in the bottom of the second. Here's the 0-2. High missed, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch count, Fox at 22, Swazinski at 44 in the first 2 innings. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs on Mallory Becker. Molly ready, and here is the 1-2. That one's high, 2 balls, 2 strikes, trying to get Becker to go fishing, but no takers yet.
Yeah, I saw Grace talking to her before about, leaving off the high ones. If you don't swing at the high ones, get her to pitch you low, and then get your pitch low. Don't get it high.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Pitch coming. That one's low, 3-2. I like the approach by Fox. I like the fact that she's working the edges. She's staying out of the zone when she's ahead on the count. That's smart.
Yeah, I mean, my dad is their pitching coach, so I work with him a lot on trying to figure out, what do I do, Sandy? What do I do? It's a lot of him and I going back and forth on what should I do, and I just tell him, you do you, Dad.
Right.
You do you. I mean, you've been doing this a long time, and you know her better than anybody.
Well, I like Coach Costa's game plan here early. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Swung on a high rise ball. She got her fishing on that one and came up empty. No runs in the second for Muskego. We've played 2. We got a ball game at Goodman Diamond. We're tied at 1. You're listening to W7 Radio, powered by Velocity. Got muscle? Athletes of all levels need to train to build muscle, just like Ryan Costa, and rebuild and repair muscle after they practice and compete. Containing 13 nutrients, white and low-fat chocolate milk's high-quality protein offers athletes an edge over traditional sports and other protein drinks. That's why so many professional athletes include milk as a core part of their training diet and recommend milk for aspiring athletes as well. Learn more at GonnaNeedMilk.com, brought to you by the Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin. I bet Ryan drinks a lot of milk.
No.
A lot of chocolate milk.
Actually, no. I drink more milk than
Base
Ryan
hit
does.
down the line at left. Well, the Dairy Farmers aren't happy to hear that, Sandy.
No.
So a base hit to left for Madeline Cole. First pitch, she jumped on it and drove it down the left field line right past third base, and it's a leadoff single for Cole. She's 2 for 2 today.
You know, not only working the count, but hopping on those pitches that you know you like. If you like that inside corner, go hop on it if she's going to throw it to you that early in the count.
Check that, 1 for 1 with a walk for Cole. Here's Lydia Garvin. That one's fouled off, and a very special fact about Lydia Garvin. Lydia is joining the United States Army following graduation, which I can't say enough about, and we're so proud of her and honored to be able to recognize that. This one, she lifts it into left field and deep, and over the head of the left fielder, Morrow. Cole trying for third. She's in there. It's a double for Lydia Garvin.
You know, Lydia's really stepped up towards this end of the season. I mean, I think she's hit a home run twice in each of her playoff games, at least twice through the playoff season, and she's ripping the ball right now. She's having an awesome senior season. I mean, I'm so proud of Lydia. You know, she seems like the type that may be shy, but once you get her out of her shell, she's such a good kid, and I can't be more proud of her.
Recruited Films double for Lydia Garvin. Coaches get hundreds of emails every week, college coaches. Very few of them get open, even fewer get seen. Make sure yours get seen. Go to recruitedfilms.com. No balls, 1 strike. Second and third. This one's chopped foul. Sandy, I don't know about you, but to me it looked like Morrow was a little disoriented out in left field. I mean, the ball dropped right before the warning track, and I don't know the Muskego's dimensions. My guess is they're in the 200 range, and I think maybe Morrow was a little confused on where the wall was.
Yeah, I mean, that's the hard thing with long fences. I know, especially for Marshfield, our fences are super tall, so we always are working on, like, you know, where is the fence? How tall is the fence? Where can I range? And I think, you know, for her out there in left, I mean, it's a little bit more difficult, especially if they are playing at a shorter distance on their home field. You know, you always got to look at your surroundings, kind of see what you can do.
0-2 on Molly Fox.
I think Molly's worn the same number her entire career. It's been number 3, I think, since she's been 8 years old.
Ooh, just takes ball 1. Runners at second and third with nobody out. Cole at third, Garvin at second. Hit to right center field and deep, and going back and making the play in right field, but a run will score. It's a sacrifice fly for Molly Fox. She hit it deep to right center. Nice catch in right field by Becker, and the run scores, and it's 2-1 Marshfield.
What I love about this game, Gary, is, you know, in college when I played, we always talked about the fact you got to win the inning, win the half inning, you know, and each team has done such a great job of winning each half inning, you know.
You bet.
I mean, it's a great scene to watch, especially when, you know, it's coming from Marshfield. Of course, it's a great scene to watch when they're winning right now, but I mean, even Muskego, when they took that one run, I mean, they took it and they led with it. I mean, they were talking to each other, they were communicating. That's what you need in a good team, is once you're down, you have to get back up.
1 ball, no strikes on Griesbach. This one's low.
I never got the sleeve on the arm, though, Gary, for pitching. I never understood it. I never wore it, I guess.
The only thing, I guess I don't really get it. I know, like, for basketball, they do it to cover up tattoos. I can't imagine that's the case here, but I don't know what the advantage is. This one's popped up right side of the infield. It's going into foul territory, and the catch made by center fielder. Again, a little confusion on who was going to make that catch. Actually, it was made by the second baseman. And there's 1 out, 2 outs now. Again, just a little confusion. And again, this is, you know, we talk about state week. Things are a little tighter, figuratively and literally. And maybe things that are routine in in the 12th of May, not so much here today.
Yeah, you can't be comfortable. You got to be
sure.
a little bit uncomfortable with this,
You
right?
bet.
This should be uncomfortable. It should not be comfortable. You know, you're going out here, you're playing, you know, a huge game for the state of Wisconsin, for your high school. Like you want to be confident. You want to have can't be comfortable though.
Right, exactly right. Here's Avery Kelnhofer, 1 ball and no strikes. They're making 2-0 now.
This girl too has such a positive attitude in and out of the field. I mean, she's such a positive light, and everywhere she goes, she always makes an impact, and she's always talking and always communicating with her girls. So
2-1 on Kelnhofer. Garvin at third with 2 out. This is a big opportunity here for Marshfield to tack on a 3rd run if they can. 2-1 skied into left field. Morrow under it and makes the catch to retire the side. Well, the Tigers get 1 in the 3rd. We've played 2.5. Your new score, Marshfield 2, Muskego 1. You're listening to W7 Radio, powered by Velocity.
I love when white jerseys play on dirt, because then you never know if you're gonna get a stain out of them.
Well, that's a question for all of our super moms and dads, I guess.
How do you get the dirt stains out?
It'd be a good problem to have if we come back Friday and play again. We'll see. Today's game presented by Athletes on Call, America's #1 pickup portal for athletes, coaches, and team managers. Need players or extra innings? Visit athletesoncall.com or download the Athletes on Call app on Apple and Android today. Use the coupon TRYAOC and use it free through the end of the year. We head to the bottom of the 3rd. It's 2-1 in favor of Marshfield. Marshfield 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors. Muskego 1 run, 2 hits, and 1 error. Marshfield 1 in the 1st and 1 in the 3rd. Muskego 1 in the 2nd. And they will bat here in the bottom of the 2nd. It'll be George, Heinrich, and Brunner, 9-1-2 for Muskego.
Second baseman Lily George.
So Lily George to lead it off. George hitting .206, 14 hits and 68 at bats. She scored 13, driven in 14, and an OPS of .649. First pitch from Molly Fox, right back up the middle, base hit. Fox couldn't get that one. And that's a leadoff single for Lily George. Nice piece of hitting by George. Just took it right back where it came from, right up the middle. Just went with it, and goes into center field.
And that's how they started the last inning too. So we'll see if they can get that momentum, and we'll see if Marshfield is able to handle that momentum. I believe they can.
Absolutely. Here's Reese Heinrich. 1 out, no outs and 1 on in the bottom of the 3rd. This one bunted. Fox has it, wheels and throws to first, and Heinrich beats it out. Boy, that was close. It was a bang-bang play. But Heinrich able to beat out the throw, and now it's 1st and 2nd, nobody out. And that could be huge here in the 3rd for Muskego. And Griesbach going to come talk to Molly Fox. You know, one of the things that Coach Linsmeyer said about Lillian Griesbach is she always seems to know when Molly needs a quick word. She's always very good at just going out there and checking in with her when she thinks she needs it.
100%.
What a great catcher. Nobody out, 2 on here in the bottom of the 3rd. Samantha Brunner at the plate. Brunner 0 for 1, struck out her first time up. This one fouled off. Boy, would Molly Fox love a strikeout here. Each pitcher with 2 strikeouts today. Fox 2 innings, 4 hits, 1 run. It was earned, no walks and 2 strikeouts. 28 pitches, 18 strikes. She's faced 10 batters. No balls, 1 strike, and nobody out. There's a strike on the outside corner. This is the lefty, Brunner. 0-2. Brunner hitting .526 on the year. So these base runners got to be careful. Nobody out and 2 on. You don't want to get doubled off here in what could be a potential big inning for the Warriors. That one high, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
The other thing about Marshfield is we have to stay calm in these situations as well. You can't get super happy with throwing the ball around. You got to make that play, stay sharp, and if there is another play, make it. But if not, you just have to kind of hold on to it, especially with runners on first and second.
1-2 is popped down the left field line, and foul. Going over and making the play is Kelnhofer and keeps the runners at first and second. It was halfway down the line in left field, about 10 feet into foul territory, and Avery Kelnhofer got a great beat on it and able to get underneath it, make the catch, and wheel and throw back to third and keep the runner at second. That's a big out and a big play from Avery Kelnhofer.
Yeah, I mean, you never know about those little plays. They could make or break a game.
You bet.
And I mean, if that how that goes, then
it's a double steal. Griesbach faked the throw to third, and both runners advance, and now it's second and third with 1 out. And big opportunity here for the Warriors here in the bottom of the third. Kylie Sadler at the plate. Sadler hitting .458, 38 hits and 83 at bats, 18 runs scored, 41 RBI. Big opportunity for the Warriors here in the third. Second and third, 1 out. Fox ready, first pitch. Second pitch, beg your pardon, 2 balls and no strikes.
Now we'll see if Muskego kind of sees if they'll bunt here to kind of get this girl to almost score. That way you can get at least a tie game with a runner on third.
And that's an interesting question. Do you do that with the 3-hitter? I don't know. I mean, that's a good pickle for a coach to be in. We'll see what they want to do here. 2 balls, no strikes. She is not bunting and swings away and fouls it back to the screen. 2 balls and 1 strike.
I mean, with a batting average of .458, personally I wouldn't bunt her, but
right.
You know, you never know also in those situations. You know, a hitter has to be kind of prepared for everything. You could bunt, you could swing away, you can pretty much do anything that your coach is going to ask you to. We've had our 4-hitter bunt, so I mean...
And again, you don't know how many chances you're going to get with runners on base like this. I mean, you want to cash in those runs, especially when you're down 1.
Exactly.
2 balls, 1 strike on Sadler. That one missed just high, 3-1. Heinrich at second, George at third, 1 out in the third. 2-1 Marshfield.
Now the question is here with 3-1, Gary. Do you almost take the pitch to kind of just see, or do you?
I do it. I'm not sure if I'm Fox. I throw a really good pitch here. That was not bad. I don't know if I just don't burn a pitch. If she goes after it, great. I get the out. If she doesn't, well,
Yep.
I got forced anywhere.
Yep.
So, I don't know. It's make or break on this batter, but of course, we'll see. This is Kylie Sadler. It's 3 balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out. We'll see what Fox wants to do. Maybe a rise here, Sandy.
A rise, or maybe we always loved a fastball on the outside corner to get them chase if they've been seeing a lot of inside.
Here's the 3-2. It was low down the middle, swing and a miss. It's a drop third strike. It hits the runner in the head, and a runner scores. The throw from Griesbach hit the runner Sadler in the head as she was running to first. And so now it's 2-2. Sadler's on. It was not a drop third strike, a wild pitch third strike, and that ties the game. And now you've got runners at first and third with 1 out. Well, that's a big turn of events there, Sandy.
Yeah, I mean...
You think you got that strikeout, now you got 2 outs and 2 on, and instead a run scores, there's still 1 out, and you got runners at the corners.
I mean, I'll applaud the hitter. She did exactly what she was supposed to. She ran inside that baseline, and Griesbach had to decide whether or not to go in or out on that. And, sometimes stuff like that happens, and you gotta recover from it.
First pitch strike. This is Libby Kreil. She's hitting .338 on the year. She is 1 for 1 today. Heinrich at third, Sadler at first. I'm not sure if Sadler's going to be a threat to run. It's
always the question at hand. Do you run? Do you Do you try to get the girl at second, or do you kind of just hold off and let that?
They're going to give it to her, and I think that's the right thing to do.
Yep.
She took second base. I think in a 2-2 game, I mean, you got to protect the plate and make sure that runner from third doesn't come home. It was kind of a delayed half steal, and she just kept going. So now second and third. Sadler at second, Heinrich at third. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out in the bottom of the third. Molly Fox ready. Here's the 1-1. Boy, looked good, but the called ball. 2 balls and 1 strike. It is a tight zone today, Sandra.
They're almost playing a college zone. Almost a little bit, kind of like a college zone. College zones aren't very big, but you have to spin it within that 17 inches width of the plate, and if you don't, they're not going to give it to you.
Here's the 2-1. Chopper up the middle, cut off at second, throw to first, not going to be in time. A run scores. And now you've got first and third. It's an infield single for Libby Kryl. There was really not much of a chance for Oppmann to make a play. The only play was first base, and there wasn't really much of a chance there. Now we're going to get a trip to the circle. One out, runners at first and third. But now you got to be careful because you start worrying about, you don't want things to get away from you here in this inning.
No.
Let me
Courtesy runner
check.
first base for the Muskego catcher, Kryl, number 5, Ella Miller.
So Ella Miller is going to be the courtesy runner at first for Muskego. And now you've got first and third with 1 out.
And try to get a double play somehow.
Jahimiak at the plate. First pitch foul down the right field line. No balls and 1 strike. Two runs here in the third for Muskego. They lead 3-2. It's been back and forth these first 3 innings. Here's the 0-1. That one's in the dirt. 1 ball and 1 strike. Maybe a little frustrated, Sandy, do you think? Is Molly maybe a little frustrated up there?
I don't think she's frustrated per se. I think that it's more just a little bit of, it's hot out here,
yeah.
So she's starting to probably get a little bit tired, more tired than usual, I would say. But, I mean, pitchers always get frustrated when you never get the call that you want. So,
fair point.
I mean, it's always like that, but I think today it's the weather that's really going to battle her. I mean, humid and hot and muggy and wet and you're sweating. I mean, it's never a good combo for a pitcher.
1 ball and 2 strikes.
But I think that's the battle with all the girls today. I mean, how do you...
Yeah, no, exactly right. 1-2. Pop foul and out of play. Yeah, we'll see a lot of that today. We'll see a lot of foul balls today, a lot of stops and restarts. Sandy Costa joining us at Stevens Point now, just working on school, right?
Elementary education.
Elementary education. Fantastic.
Working with the little ones.
I love it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. This one's hit down the line at first and foul down the right field line. Hit off the wall in right field. Count remains 1-2. 1 out, 2 on. This is Cora Jahimiak. She's hitting .398 on the year. See Fox go into that rosin a couple times here in this inning. Here's the 1 ball, 2 strike pitch from Molly Fox. Outside, 2-2. Fox taking her time up there. There's no timer, obviously. She's just she's a very deliberate pace here in this game. Comebacker up the middle, base hit, a run scores. It's an RBI single for Cora Jahimiak. Again, that came right back at Fox. She waved a glove out at it, but not able to make the play, and it goes into center field.
I mean, Muskogo's starting to adjust to Molly, and that's always the worst part. You see kind of Molly shaking that left foot too, and you always wonder, what's going on? Is the mound too much? Is there a hole out there? You never know.
You never know.
But you also don't want to burn her out, just in case you do make it somehow, some way to tomorrow. I mean, can't burn out a pitcher.
No. Well, 2 on and 1 out, and another run in, 4-2. And now hit by pitch, and we're going to load the bases. So Gavini is hit by a pitch, and now bases loaded with 1 out. Here's Grace Swazinski, the pitcher, and storm clouds emerging here for Marshfield in the bottom of the third. What's the message here to on the infield, Sandy?
I mean, for us, it was always, we got to take a deep breath. We're playing the infield in, so nothing's getting past us. And we're going to go in. We're going to get those runs back. No matter which way is going to be possible, we're going to get those runs back. And you just got to take a deep breath here and, not let the ball leave the infield. You don't let the ball leave the infield. Go 4, go 1, and don't overthrow it.
Absolutely. Well, bases loaded. Miller at third, Jahimiak at second, and Guvini at first. 1 out. 3 runs in here in the third for Muskego. Check swing strike for Grace Swazinski. Chance to help herself here, the pitcher. Grace 0 for 1. No balls, 1 strike. Not a bad crowd here early. Good Marshfield representation. Really good representation from both sides. Both teams making their first state appearance since the 90s. We know, Sandy, you weren't even born then. We got it.
No, not yet.
We got it. We all know. 1 ball, 1 strike.
It's weird because I'm looking at all the Marshfield fans and I'm seeing people that I have not seen probably since
something?
high school.
Isn't that something?
And I played with a couple of the girls that came today, and it's always so weird to see.
1-1. Take strike 2.
Molly's just hitting that inside corner today, and Muskego can't seem to get around on it almost. They're waiting for that outside pitch to drive, but Molly's doing a good job of hitting that inside corner and getting them to chase at that pitch.
That one missed, and it's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fox ready. Payoff pitch coming to Swazinski. That one's high. Now it's a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out. Boy, the last thing you want here, Sandy, is a ball 4. And give that runner from third home.
Yeah, you almost have to kind of be careful with what you pitch. Don't leave anything over the middle, but also be very strategic about what you're about to pitch.
Well, here we go. Payoff pitch, and Swazinski fouls it back against the screen. It was an outside fastball hitting that outside corner. Swazinski just kind of lunged out there and popped it back behind the screen. Count remains 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Miller at third, Jahimiak at second, and Gumini at first. 1 out in the Muskego third. Payoff pitch coming. Ball 4. And a run scores, so Miller scores, and it's 4-2 Muskego. Make it 5-2, beg your pardon. So 5-2 Warriors. Coming off the rails a little bit for Marshfield here in the third.
The hard part about us is we don't really have much behind Molly. Molly's kind of our one.
Yep.
And we do have our third baseman. She's been pitching for us a little bit, and she's slow. She gets the job done. She's slow, which I think could be a blessing and a curse in this situation. Do you put her in, kind of throw Muskego off their course, or do you let Molly kind of work through it here with 1 out?
Well, 1 out, bases loaded. Blumel is the runner at first, the courtesy runner for the pitcher, Swazinski. First pitch strike, 0-1. Boy, Marshall seemed to have all that momentum, and it's just kind of, the airs kind of went out of the balloon here in this inning. 0-1 is pop foul down the first base line. No balls and 2 strikes.
I love the sound effects in the background that he's giving, the sound effects. Dan
Pfeiffer, the PA announcer and music coordinator here, does a great job. He's from West Allis, does a lot of West Allis sports, and always does a fantastic job with his sounds and with his calls of the game, too. 0-2, and that one's down the right field line and foul. It's hit right to a fan, couldn't make the play. Boo on the fan. So no balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out.
Could be like banana ball. The fan catches it, it's out.
Well, funny you say that. The Best Dam All-Star game at Beaver Dam in 2 weeks will have that very rule. For high school seniors, class of 26, you hit a foul ball and it's caught by a fan, you're out. If you hit a triple, your coach you get to order concessions from third base, and your coach has to bring you concessions when you're on base at third. Lots of fun stuff like that. That's going to be on W7. We're partnering with Beaver Dam Softball for that. Quinn Hines, that's coming up in a couple of weeks. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Becker. Serious ball here. 2-2, missed high.
I don't know what's going on right now. I mean, I think it's probably too hot almost out from Molly to
wondering that too. 60 pitches, now 61 for Fox, 36 strikes. Check swing, strike 3, and that is the second out. And you can see, Sandy, I mean, Muskogeo's not going after anything. I mean, they are just letting pitches go by here.
I mean, I think once they finally figured out the count and figured out, what our home plate umpire likes to call, they're gonna attack on what he calls. They're not gonna attack on what he doesn't call, and that's great gameplay. But 2 outs here, get the last one, and we've always been the come behind team. We've always come back from behind. And you'll always see kind of, could be 5-2, 7-2. We'll come back and we'll make you work for your win.
Molly Fox, 4 strikeouts on the day. The last one, a velocity strikeout. No balls, 1 strike, and 2 outs here on Lily George. Bases loaded, 2 outs. You got to say, I mean, if you're Marshfield, you really got to get this 3rd out here. You cannot give up a couple more runs here, down 5-2 in the 3rd.
We've always said, do it for your teammates. Get your teammates back in, get them cooled off. Then you can go back out and play. But,
absolutely.
But do it for each other. Don't do it for yourself.
Bingo. Chopper down the line at 3rd and foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
The nice thing about too is, if Lydia gets the ball here, she can just step on 3rd and call it a day. And then that's the end. We got to go in. We got to go hit.
Yeah, force anywhere here in the 3rd. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Fox ready, and here's the 1-2. That one's high, 2-2. Piggly Wiggly's your neighborhood grocery store with fresh produce, quality meats, and everyday essentials at prices you'll love. We're proud to serve Wisconsin communities, staying local since forever with friendly service and hometown value. Shop smart, shop local. Shop the Pig. Visit shopthepig.com for deals and locations. 2-2. Hit hard to left field and deep and gone. It's a grand slam for Lily George, and it's 9-2 Warriors. The left fielder, Kellenhofer, was about 15-20 feet from the wall. She turned and made a run toward it. But that baby was going over, and over it went, and it's 9-2 Lily George with a huge home run for the Warriors here in the 3rd.
I mean, there was no doubt that was gone. No doubt in the world. I mean, she got a hold of it, and it went. And, that's sometimes how the game goes, unfortunately. But I think it looks like Marshall might switch pitchers here.
Now we may get a pitching change. In fact, we will. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back. You're listening to W7 Radio. Yvette Healy in the house, the head coach of the Wisconsin Badgers softball team. We'll talk more about Badgers softball when we come back. You're listening to W7 Radio. Welcome back. Well, new pitcher in for Marshfield. Fox moves from pitcher to shortstop, and Costa moves from shortstop to third. Who's our new pitcher here?
Lydia Garvin.
Lydia Garvin, the new pitcher for Marshfield here in the third. It's 9-2 Muskego. Warriors have struck for 8 runs here in the third, highlighted by a grand slam from Lily George. Here's Reese Heinrich. First pitch in there, 0-1 on Heinrich. Nobody on, 2 outs. Change missed, 1-1.
You know, the funny thing about Lydia is, you know, she's got 8 strikeouts and 9 walks, but I mean, for a pitcher that hasn't pitched since this year, we kind of forced her into it. But
right,
she's been such a good little saver for us. I mean, she'll come in last inning when we're up by 2, and she'll come in and strike you out if she could. I mean, she's just one of those players that you ask her to do something, she's going to do it for you.
Well, and obviously she's going to serve in the military and serve our country. There's no question she's a servant at heart for sure.
Yes.
2 balls, 1 strike, and that one in there, 2-2. Today's broadcast brought to you by the Circle Tap in Denmark. Looking for great food, cold drinks, and a place where everyone feels like a regular? Circle Tap has become a favorite gathering place for locals and visitors alike. Whether you're stopping in for lunch, dinner, game day, or a night out with friends, you'll find outstanding service at the Circle Tap in Denmark. Great food, great drinks, and great people. Changeup is high, and now it's a full count on Reese Heinrich. And the annual tradition has begun of devices overheating, so there's that. This one's popped up in foul territory. Costa giving a look and makes the play up against the fence. Ryan Costa with a nice catch, Big Sis.
Oh my gosh. She always gives me a heart attack when she goes to catch the ball because I trust her 100%, but there's some days where it's like, Ryan, come on.
Ryan on the catch, and finally the third comes to an end. Muskego hangs up 8 in the third. We played 3, our new score, Muskego 9, Marshfield 2. You're listening to W7 Radio, powered by Velocity. In education-based sports, sportsmanship matters. It goes beyond the X's and O's. It's the difference mutual respect makes. It's what character looks like. It's what defines us here in Wisconsin. In high school sports, winning is exhilarating, but just as important as winning is how the game is played and how we express our positive support. Let's embrace the ideals of sportsmanship in our communities and at high school events. A message from W7 and the WIAA, inspiring champions for life.
Looks like we're getting a new pitcher here, Gary.
Well, new pitcher for the Warriors here in the fourth.
Kylie Sadler.
So Sadler will take over. Gary Wipperman and Sandy Costa coming to you live from Goodman Diamond. This one's fouled off. Coming up next, Stevens Point and Appleton North. Sailor Timmerman will be joining us from Lakeland University, or Lakeland High School, now at Arkansas, University of Arkansas. Boy, what a great freshman year Sailor had.
Oh my gosh.
0-1, and this one's hit over short, and that's a base hit. Ryan Costa with a leadoff single. Makes a great catch to end the inning in the third, and leads off with a single here in the fourth, trying to get her team back on track, trailing 9-2 in the fourth.
I mean, yeah, we got to have some momentum here, and I think the way to do that is you just get runners on base early, and you make them work for it. You got to make them work for this 9-2 win.
You bet.
Beautiful thing about softball, you get to play 7 innings.
That's right, exactly right.
You get to play 7 innings.
First pitch fouled off. This is Ari Pugh. Pugh struck out her first time up.
But I mean, talking about Sailor, I mean, you don't get many girls from the Wisconsin area that are pitching in a Women's College World Series.
Head in the SEC, no less. I mean, you know, she went down there and has just owned it since she got there. No surprise for me. I'm just so happy to see her doing so well and having so much success early. No balls, 1 ball, 1 strike, and now 1-2. Of course, Sailor was here last year in the state tournament for Lakeland. Lost to Denmark in the semifinals in a 1-0 game. She did everything she could to get her team to the championship game, just wasn't to be. 2-2.
You know, it always happens. You know, you have a good pitcher, and you know you have that stamina of the pitcher. She can go really far, but you got to be able to make the plays behind her as well. You can't let her do it out there all by herself.
Yes. And you got to give her some run support. You got to figure out how to get some runs across. And I think we'll see a lot of small ball here today, Sandy. I think we're going to see a lot of that today.
I mean, us playing Stevens Point in the WVC, just from Marshfield's perspective, they small ball all the time. That's all they do is they like to small ball, and they like to keep you on your toes. If they can keep you on your toes, and they can do.
Hit to short, force out at second, safe at first. Nice play by the shortstop runner to George at second, and there's 1 out, so they cut down the runner at first, Costa. Now there's still a runner at first, and Pugh's going to get a courtesy runner. It'll be number 7. Who do we got there?
Brooklyn Kramus.
Brooklyn Kramus will run for Ari Pugh.
Runner at first base for the Tigers, number 7.
Want to take your game to the next level? Visit trainwithvelocity.com and discover how Velocity Performance Training is helping Wisconsin athletes train smarter, compete harder, and perform better. Here's Taven Stanton. A freshman on this team. She like the kid sister, sort of?
Kind of. I've known Taven now for a little bit, and she's such a good kid. I mean, I can't say anything bad about her. She's one of the kindest souls, and she's one of the best. And, you know, I can't say much about. I can't say anything about her that hasn't been said. So I mean, she's wonderful, and I've taken her as like another little sister.
Love it.
And I'm so proud of everything she's accomplished this year.
1-1 on Stanton. Fouled right back. Ooh, Sandy had to duck away there for a second. That'll ring your bell early this morning, Sandy.
Oh my gosh, I've always been that way though. I'm good. How are you?
Yvette Healy jumped out of the way on that one too. She knows this diamond pretty well. Boy, what a great year for the Badgers.
To say the Wisconsin Badger coach caught me is something I can always say in my life.
What a great year for the Badgers softball program.
Gosh,
proud of that team and that program and really what they've done. And what I really love that Yvette's doing is she's growing Wisconsin kids in our state. This one hit the short, flipped to second for 1, throw to first, double play, 6, 4, 3. Runner to George to Kamini, and that retires the side. We'll talk more about our Badgers when we come back. We've played 3.5, Muskego 9, Marshfield 2. You're listening to W7 Radio, presented by Velocity. Muskego, bottom of the fourth. What a nice, we didn't talk about that double play, Sandy. Nice turn, 6-4-3 to end the inning for the Warriors in the fourth.
I mean, yeah, that was a clear-cut double play made by Muskego. And I mean, they've had a couple of those,
Yeah.
I feel like.
Yeah.
I've seen a
well,
couple
the last
games.
one was really close, and yeah, they play pretty solid defense.
For the Muskego Warriors, shortstop Samantha Brunner.
And now you kind of got to start worrying a little bit down 7 as we're in the fourth, and you got to make sure you let no more runners on here. First pitch in there, strike on Brunner, 0-1.
Yeah, you know, the question is, how far do you go before you change your pitcher again? Do you go back to Molly? Do you try to give him a different thing? Do you let Lydia kind of work it out through the next 3 innings? You know.
Comebacker up the middle, base hit for Brunner, and Garvin just kind of had to do the Matrix there move and getting out of the way, and that's a leadoff single. Hey, by the way, if you've got friends that were listening to the game on Zaleski Sports today, I understand that their stream is out for the day, or at least for this game due to the heat, but please let them know that we are going strong here on W7, and they're welcome to come over and take a listen. Here's Sadler. They're sitting right next to us. I finally did the one thing I haven't done in 5 years. I brought a portable fan with me, and I'm putting it right on our switcher, so it's keeping it nice and, well, pretty cool anyway. 1 ball, no strikes on Kylie Sadler. Chopper to third. Costa's got it. Fire to first in time, and there's 1 out. Runner moves on to second, so 1 away. Nice play by Ryan Costa at third. Really timed that really well in the play.
I always will say, I mean, as much as I love her, she's got better range than I do. She's got always will. I fully believe she's probably the better fielder than I am.
And by the way, we did some Sandy Costa games when she was in high school. She was pretty darn good in her own right.
I mean, she has better. I think she's got the better arm, the better range, but I think I'm the better first baseman between the two of us.
I like it. Libby Cryle at the plate. 1 ball, no strikes. And 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth. Muskego leads 9-2, 1 in the second and 8 in the third. Here's the 1-0. That one missed, 2 balls and no strikes.
You know, Muskego seems like they got a pretty good mix of freshmen and seniors and juniors, and they only have, 2 sophomores on this team.
Yeah, it's a veteran team. They've got a lot of veteran kids on this program. Their coach has done such a great job at building that Warriors program. I remember when she took over a few years ago, and she's done it the right way, just methodically, building this program up, and she's really done a fantastic job and deserves a ton of credit.
Yeah, our Marshfield team is very junior heavy. I believe we have 7 or 8 juniors on this team, and
2 balls, 1 strike on Libby Cryle, and she pops this one up on the infield. Pugh going forward and makes the play, and that's the second out. Heidi Post checking in. Go Tigers. 2 away.
Third baseman, Cara Jehiniak.
Now Cara Jehiniak.
she's got always will.
First pitch.
Woo.
Misses. Boy, that's a tight zone. 1
Ooh.
ball and no strikes. Usually come to these umpires for a big, wide zone, and almost like they have somewhere to go, but today it must not be. Here's the 1-0. This one popped down the line at third and foul out of play. Ball and 1 strike.
You know, Muskego's doing a really good job right now of actually working the count and doing, working that count and working our pitchers to kind of, make them pitch. You got to make them pitch. And I think that's something that they learned later on instead of more earlier on.
Jehiniak 1 for 2 today with an RBI. That ball missed. 2 balls and 1 strike. 2 outs in the fourth. Here's the 2-1. This one hit in the right field. coming in and can't make the play in right field as Pierce. A run will score. It bounces away into right field, and all the way to third goes Jeminiak, and it's 10-2 Muskego. Pierce, I think, hesitated a little bit. She wasn't sure if she should make a play for it or not. She decided at the last second to make a play for it, dove for it, came up a bit short, and the ball dribbled past her in right field, and that let the runner score from second.
You know, it's always nice to have those ESPN plays, but at the end of the day, you need to just make those routine plays, especially when you're down by 8. You need those routine plays. You need to hold the runners. We don't need the big fancy diving plays.
Yeah,
or anything.
Right now you just got to keep things in front of you, right? I mean, that's key. No, great point.
And I think that goes for a lot of the state tournament too. You know, I know these girls a lot of the times, you know, they're being streamed on TV. They want to make those plays. They want to be, you know, but at the end of the day too, it's another game of softball. You're still trying to continue on with it. And, you know, it's another day, it's another game. And you just have to, you've got to keep the ball in front of you. 2
balls and no strikes on Ava Gumini. Ava today is 1 for 1 officially. A run scored, an RBI. 2-0 in there, 2 balls and 1 strike. Garvin, not a lot of velocity,
no.
Sandy. I mean, she's not going to blow past anybody.
No, but I mean, she'll definitely catch you off guard. She'll definitely, seeing you from Molly to now her, it's definitely a change.
Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes, right to Sandy's point. I think they're looking for that Fox fastball, and Garvin's pitch not at that velocity. I think it's kind of crossing them up a little bit. 2-2. Change, plucked her. I mean, she didn't even try to get out of the way.
No.
You know, I'm surprised to not see Coach Linsmeyer out to talk about that. I mean, she didn't budge 1 step. And that pitch might have been 30 miles an hour, maybe.
You know, I always never understood that rule of moving in, moving out, moving towards the plate. You know, it's always been a crazy rule to me because, you know, you move 1 step and if you get hit, you can take your base.
Right. Yep. Well, now it's first and third with 2 outs, and Grace Wazinski at the plate. 10-2 Muskego here in the 4th. First pitch low, 1-0.
These runners are making Lily Griesbach work behind the plate here.
They sure are. I mean, all that gear too she's wearing. That's she's doing tough duty today. 1 ball and no strikes on Swazinski. Hit down the line at third, but foul up against the net.
I applaud the catchers that'll be wearing all black with their black gear on today.
Oh my goodness, right? Hey, looking for your next great round of golf? Visit Wander Springs Golf Course in Greenleaf and experience one of Northeast Wisconsin's favorite courses. Wander Springs, worth a trip. Visit wandersprings.com. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 2 outs, first and third. Garvin ready, and this one hit high and hard to center field and deep. It's going to hit off the wall. 1 run will score. And it is 11-2. Swazinski hit that, 12-2. Swazinski hit that thing high and deep and hard. Just missed going out of the park, but it bounces off the wall and 2-run score, and now it's 12-2 in favor of Muskego.
You know, Marshall's really going to have to work back here. Once this half inning's done and Muskego gets back on the field, Marshall's got 1 more chance to make it.
Yeah, they're going to have to score in the 5th to keep this game going. It's 12-2 now in the bottom of the 4th, and things just have not worked out here for Marshfield since that early couple innings. Muskego 12 runs, 9 hits, 1 error, 1 in the 2nd, 8 in the 3rd, and 3 here in the 4th. Marshfield 1 in the 1st and 1 in the 3rd, and I think we're going to get Molly Fox back pitching again. So we will get a pitching change. Fox will move back from shortstop back to pitcher. The Lightning of Appleton North in the house, getting ready to go. They're coming up shortly. They're taking on Stevens Point.
It's going to be a good game.
I'm worried those kids sitting out in this heat They all looked really hot. They're not even dressed out yet.
Well, I see Almond Bancroft up there. Is that Almond Bancroft up there? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, they're. Oh yeah.
I don't know how they're sitting out here. I mean, they don't play probably till tomorrow or Friday.
Yeah, they play tomorrow.
But they're probably sweating out here too.
The Eagles of Almond Bancroft. Let's see if they can see me over here. Now, I'm getting the deer in headlights look, Sandy.
You look familiar, but
I think we know that guy, but can't say for sure.
So you go over there and you see him, and you're like, oh yeah, that's right.
There's Raya Ceballos. I see her over there. Raya will be the Almond Bancroft pitcher tomorrow.
Which, by the way, another great team.
Boy, aren't they for sure? They definitely are. They're going to have their hands full with a really good Blair Taylor team tomorrow. They're the 2 seed, Blair Taylor the 3. Well, Molly Fox back to pitch for Garvin. 1 inning, 2 hits, 3 runs. None of them earned. No walks and no strikeouts. She's responsible for the runner, Niebrand, at second. So here's Mallory Becker, 2 outs and 1 on. It's 12-2 Muskego in the 4th. First pitch misses high, a quadruple header today on W7. This is game 1 of 4. All the D1 quarterfinals live on W7 today. Stevens Point and Appleton North coming up next. 1 ball, no strikes to Becker. Swing and a miss, 1-1. And if you're Marshfield, I mean, just get out of this inning. I mean, whatever you got to do to just get out of this inning, that's what you want to do here.
Get out of the heat. Get out of the heat, get back in the dugout.
Regroup and see how you can put together a run here in the 5th. 1-1. This one's lifted to right field. Pierce over there and got it, and the inning comes to an end. Another big inning for the Warriors. This time in the 4th. We've played 4. Your new score, Muskego 12, Marshfield 2. Last chance for Marshfield coming up. You're listening to W7 Radio, presented by Velocity. Try that again. This inning brought to you by Our Bar and Grill in Plainfield. It's not my bar or your bar, it's our bar, where strangers become friends and friends become family. Visit Our Bar on Facebook. Well, last call here for the Tigers as this inning brought to you by Our Bar and Grill in Plainfield. Too many windows open here, Sandra. Our Bar, where strangers become friends. Who's running this show? All right, here we go in the top of the 5th. Cameron Pierce to lead it off.
You know, if you're Marshfield right now, you really, really, really have to stay disciplined and stay on top of everything. You can't let anything pass by that you don't think is good. You attack every ball.
Swing and a miss for Cameron Pierce. Pierce, the 9-hitter, will be Pierce, Cole, and Garvin in the Marshfield 5th. Hit down the line at 3rd and foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Well, you got to give Swazinski, well, I'm sorry, Sadler here credit. She's done a nice job working ahead here these last couple innings on this Marshfield offense. She's done a nice job of keeping the Tigers in check here after relieving Grace Swazinski. They're a nice little 1-2 punch, her and Sadler. Or her and Swazinski, beg your pardon. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Cameron Pierce. Leadoff hitter in the Marshfield 5th. Marshfield trails 12-2. If they don't score a run, that'll be it for this game.
It's always nice to have a little good 1-2 pitching duo.
You betcha.
Always. I know when I played in high school, I had Courtney Donahue, who
she was pretty good.
Yeah.
Court was pretty good.
Court was good. Played at Mizzou this past 2 years, but I mean, we always were the pitching duo. I mean, I was always a little slower than she was, but I mean, it was always that nice little okay, you're going
change of pace, right?
Change of pace.
Yep.
And I think you need that every once in a while in a 1-2 duo, but it's always nice to have the same speed, same.
2 balls, 2 strikes. That one's high. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
They're doing what they're doing in the first inning here, Gary.
Yeah.
They're being disciplined, working the count, and that's exactly what we need right now.
You just want a base runner at this point. If you're Marshfield, 3 balls, 2 strikes on Pierce. Sadler ready, and that pitch is high. Nice job by Pierce. She draws a walk, so a leadoff walk here in the 5th for Cameron Pierce, and there's a runner on in the top of the 5th.
That's how we've started. That's how we started the 1st. That's how we started the 3rd. Let's see if we can start in the 5th here. We kind of like the odd innings, I think, Gary. That's
absolutely. Yeah. Odds, right. We'll see if maybe get a crooked number up here in the 5th for the Tigers.
We always say State Farm. We always need those insurance runs.
That's right.
State Farm
we call it the
run.
Rattler Insurance run. They're one of our sponsors, Rattler Insurance Group, so it's always the Rattler Insurance run. 1 ball, no strikes, and this one is in there, 1-1.
A little high for my liking, but I mean, it's always okay. I can never agree with anybody. I've learned to accept my peace with it.
She's a rebel, folks. She is. 1 ball, 1 strike on Maddie Cole. Strike 2, 1-2. Today's game presented by Athletes on Call, America's #1 pickup portal for athletes, coaches, and team managers. Need players or extra innings? Visit athletesoncall.com or download the Athletes on Call app. Use the promo code TRYAOC and use it free through the end of the year. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Check swing. Missed 2-2.
And no check either?
Woo. No swing, no strike. They're going to appeal down to first and did not go.
It's always odd to check it because you never know if the first base umpire is actually paying attention or not.
Well, I think the default is always no.
She didn't go.
Here's the 2-2. That one's high and away. Now it's a full count. And, boy, if you're Muskego, the last thing you want here is getting runners on base. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Let alone runners on base with just walks.
Yes. Another walk here would be welcome news for the Tigers. Here's the 3-2. Swung on and hit in the left center. That's a base hit. That's going to roll. Runner going from second to third and in there, and it's a Recruited Films double for Maddie Cole.
That's a huge hit. I mean, she's been one of our hitters that has just been, if you need her, and she'll put the ball in play.
Well, let's break it down for you. No film, no shot. Go to recruitedfilms.com. Make sure you get seen by college coaches. Recruitedfilms.com. Nice double for Maddie Cole, and now Lydia Garvin, second and third. Nobody out here in the 5th. First pitch strike. Marshfield trying to take this one to a bottom of the 5th. 0-1 on Garvin. Sandy, it is hot.
It is hot.
Here's the 0-1 swing and a miss. No balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, nice refresher by the end of the day.
Yeah, somebody just bring a hose. I'll just stand under it. Here's the 0-2 coming to Garvin. Lets that one go by. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
You always get a little nervous on those edge pitches because you never know if you're going to actually get it, or if it's going to be, or if you're going to be a little sigh of like, whew, I can breathe.
1-2. Nobody out. That one's outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Sadler's really trying to work that outside corner right
sure
now, Gary.
And this is what Molly Fox ran into in the 3rd inning, is didn't get many of those calls, and the result was a lot of base runners and then good, timely hitting. This is Marshall's chance to replicate that. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Don't be surprised if you see Swazinski if Sadler doesn't get this batter here. There's called strike 3, and Sandy, of all the things you don't want to do, taking a called third strike has got to be number one on the list.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, absolutely. You can't even say anything about it. I mean, you always want to go down swinging. I don't care how that happens. Swing away, especially with 2 strikes.
Yeah, I mean, if you miss it, you miss it. But the last thing you want is to watch it fly by on a called strike 3. So now there's 1 out, and here's Molly Fox. First pitch hit hard in a right field. It's twisting foul, and it will stay foul. You know, Marshfield, if that's caught, the runner from third scores, and it's 12-3. It was in foul territory. Mm-hmm. So, in a way, you almost, I don't know, I think I'd rather just trade the run for the out just to live another inning here. But it's a foul ball, so no damage done, and the runners will return. It's still second and third with 1 out. It's one of those, do I want to make the play or not, because I don't want the run to score, but at the same time, I want to get the out. I think you always go in favor of getting the out.
Oh, yes.
Here's the 0-1. That one's high, and it was a nice effort in right field by Mallory Becker. It's just foul. It's 1 ball, 1 strike on Molly Fox.
Yeah,
high.
She tracked it down really well, got over there, and barely just missed it.
Yeah, just missed it. 2-1. 1 out in the 5th, and now we're going to get a visit to the circle. And we'll see if we're going to see Grace Swedinsky again.
You know, if you're Marshall here, what do you tell your girls even? You just need those runs, no matter how. If it hits to the right side, do you get that runner in?
Yeah, well, I mean, at this point, it's whatever it takes. I mean, you have to find a way, like you said, to get that runner across any possible way you can here in the 5th inning.
And it looks like we're missing an outfielder.
Well, that may come in handy. The count is 2 balls and 1 strike. And once again, we'll go back out in the circle and talk. Not quite sure what's happening here.
Gary, I'll ask you, you've been sitting here for 5 years, right? What's your favorite part about doing all of this? I mean, I know you watch, it's for the girls, right? It's always for the girls. And, but what do you like sitting back here doing this for? I mean, what's your favorite part about all this?
I love it when I see the kids look up at their families and the families just connect during moments like this, because it's so rare to get here. It's so hard to get here. It takes so much work. People don't understand the work these girls put in to get here. It's an incredibly tough journey. You look on April 4th, you're playing in 31-degree weather, and it's cold and it's rainy, and then in the middle of June, it's 90 degrees. It is a taxing, tough physical sport, and when I can see kids and families connect, I love seeing the families come out with their signs for the kids. It just makes the kids feel like it's a really big experience. Oh, that one hit hard right back to the circle, and caught by Sadler. Fox couldn't have done any more on that than she did. It was a hard line drive up the middle, right into the glove of Sadler, and now there's 2 outs.
Now Marshall's down to their pretty much final batter here. If something happens.
Stay tuned. Following the game, we will have the Recruited Films post-game show following the conclusion of this one. It's all up to Lillian Griesbach now. Second and third, 2 outs, 12-2. Got to get 1 run here. So now you need a base hit. Do you take a chance and maybe bunt here, Sandy? Do you throw a bunt down that third base line, see if you can get them off guard a little bit maybe?
Personally, probably not.
Okay.
Just for the fact that I think that they know that maybe Lily's not as fast. And I think that if you have the chance, don't bunt. Right? Keep it somewhere in play, make them make the play. That's
Makes
always
sense.
our thing. Make them make the play.
Makes sense. 2 balls and no strikes. And that one missed, and now it's 3-0.
Now, I'm not sure what they're trying to do here, but it almost looks like they're pitching everything on the outside corner to almost get to Avery.
Yeah, if you put Griesbach on, then you got an out anywhere, but of course then you got Avery Kornfeld up next, and 4 pitches, really none of them even close. That's ball 4, and now the bases are loaded with 2 out for the 5-hitter, Avery Kelnhofer. Just looking for something to drive here. A lot of green grass out in that outfield. We're gonna, boy, Griesbach looks tired, doesn't she? She looks tired.
I mean, she's. Oh, I can't.
She's had
I
some
can't
long
imagine.
innings, Sandy. She's
I
had some
can't
long
imagine.
innings back there. She looks tired.
And we got our Marshall's 3 fastest girls on base right now: Cameron and Kendall Pierce, and then Maddie Cole.
Well, here's a chance to make hay for the Tigers here in the 5th. 12-2, bases loaded. And Avery Kelnhofer hitting .403 on the year at the plate. Just need a hit to keep this game going. First pitch, strike. No balls and 1 strike.
Whew.
You know, I'm always in the camp of Sandy. I mean, as long as you're consistent, I don't care what your zone is. But the most important thing is call it the same the whole game.
Yep.
Here's the 0-1. This one's hit in the left field, and that's going to be a base hit. 1 run in. The runner from second coming around third. She'll score. The runner from first coming around third. She'll score. It's a bases clearing 3 RBI double from Avery Kelnhofer.
And that is exactly what Marshfield needs in this moment. You need to get those runs across. I don't care I don't care what it takes. Get those runners across.
Boy, we talked about timely hitting and how important it was, and Avery Kelnhofer comes up huge. There was no doubt that was going to fall in the gap and rolled all the way to the wall, and it's 12-5.
Absolutely not.
And so now runner at second with 2 out, and Marshfield maybe could take a exhale here because the game's going to go on no matter what, but at the same time, you're still down 7. You got some stuff you still got to figure out here.
Sorry, I got to take a picture back here. I was told to take a picture of Ryan and her headboard here. I was ordered.
Well, you don't want to not follow orders.
I was ordered by the parents of the Costas.
Well, you know those parents.
Oh, gosh.
Hyper crazy, super excited about everything.
It was really my dad. My dad was like, you better get a picture of it. And I'm like, all right, Dad, I got you.
2 balls and no strikes, foul back.
Oh my gosh.
Sandy jumps back again, 2-1.
We went to a Brewer game recently. We went to the Brewer-Dodgers game recently, which, sorry for the Wisconsin fans out there. Costas are Dodgers fans out here in the world. But
well, that'll do it. Thank you to Sandy Costa for joining us today.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh,
but
my goodness.
We went, and the ball came, and it landed, like, right behind us, and I probably moved out of my seat so much. I was so scared the ball was going to come. And you can't see it, so it makes it even worse. But I know I'm gonna get booed in the comments there.
Yeah, I'm gonna be watching the comments here. I know you're gonna hear about it.
I'm gonna get a text from Gary later, being like, "Hey, by the way."
3-1. There's a shot to right center field. That's a base hit. Kelnhofer around third. She'll score. Costa into second with a recruited films double for Ryan Costa, and it's 12-6.
There's her birthday hit she's been looking for.
Happy birthday, Ryan Costa. A RBI double for Costa.
So now Marshfield's down only by 6. Now we've got a ball game.
So it went from 10 down to 6, 4 runs here in the 5th.
Now, if you're Muskego, what do you do here? Do you take a little break, or do you almost like? Because it looks like Sadler's here starting to get a little frustrated, a little tired here.
I think she is. I think, they want to just see if they can get this inning closed out, and I would bet we'll see a change in the 6th. I'll tell you, I feel for the teams that don't have 2 pitchers today. It's gonna be a rough day. I know North has 2. I know Spash has 2. They're gonna be fine. Sun Prairie East tonight. It'll be tonight though, but they rely on Allison Giese, and Hamilton relies on Bitsy Palika. So we'll see. 1 ball, 1 strike, and that's a ball. 2-1 on Ari Pugh. Runner at second. Well, you'd love just even 1 more run here in the 5th and cut this lead in half going into the bottom of the 5th. Up the middle, base hit off the pitcher's glove. Costa around third. She's going to try to score, and she's in there. It's an RBI single from Ari Pugh, and Ryan Costa scores, and it's 12-7.
Just like you talked about, Gary, there's that run. There is that. I mean, these girls just, they...
Sandy, you hit it right on the head. You said when that score got to 12-2, it felt like all the air in the place just got sucked out of the building and all the energy was gone. And this Marshfield team has not stopped believing, and they've scored 5 runs here in the 5th. You called it. And now it hits Stanton, and she's going to, don't rub it, Taven. Don't rub it. Rub it. Don't rub it. We got ice, Taven. Don't rub that shoulder.
Taven, if you watch this later, don't rub it. Put some ice on it. I'll make sure I'll text you later. I'll come to your house. I'll be like, girl.
Never rub that thing. Never let them show it bothered you.
But so now with this situation going into this, now you just hit it better. So what happens now? You know, do you go back to Grace or do you?
Well, you got to think Stanton's pretty rattled here by this point, and it's first and second, 5 runs in. Here in the Marshfield 5th, 12-7.
And now we're right back to where we started. We've hit around this time.
Great inning for the Tigers.
I mean, I've always said about these girls, though, they've always gotten the hits that they needed to get. They've always had, those timely, like, base running errors. They make shift on errors. If you're going to make an error on them, they're going to run on you.
Right.
And you've seen it tonight.
Here's Cameron Pierce. 1 ball, no strikes. First and second. This inning not over yet. Swing and a miss. 1-1 on Pierce. Hitting .250 on the year is Cameron Pierce.
Now, this would be a girl I would bunt on with 2 outs because she's fast, and I think you can almost kind of get something.
That one missed, and it's 2-1. And if I'm Coach Linsmeyer, I'm telling these girls, I want to see her pitch strikes. I want to see if you can rattle Stanton a little more and maybe get another walk on here. This one fouled off. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nice cut by Cameron Pierce.
It's weird, though, too, Gary. Muskego started to move in their outfield.
They did.
They were playing back further by the fence.
No, you're right.
And then, I think Marshfield came up and they started to hit those little tinkers as we call them, and I think they just said, hey, move in. And
I think they've moved in a good 10, 15 feet since the beginning of the inning.
Make them beat you, pretty much.
Tried to paint the outside corner, nothing doing. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
I'm sweating more than I was when it was humid outside,
right?
Gary.
Oh, I hear you. 3-2 on Cameron Pierce. 2 outs, 2 on. Sadler ready, fouled off. Good at bat here for Cameron Pierce. And you can see Sadler, she's ready to get back into that dugout. She's had enough of this.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be all day today with these girls. This weather is really a factor. Like, you have to take into account, I know you were talking about on the pregame show a couple days ago about, the weather affecting everything. And
ground ball to third, step on the bag, and that retires the side.
I mean, the weather plays a factor even today. It might not be raining, but it definitely plays some sort of factor.
Absolutely does. Well, a big 5th inning for Marshfield. They strike for 5. Your new score, Muskego 12, Marshfield 7, and it's time for the 5th inning stretch. It's time for the R Bar and Grill 5th inning stretch as we head for the bottom of the 5th. We thank the R Bar and Grill in Plainfield for their support of W7 and Wisconsin girls sports. R Bar and Grill, it's not my bar or your bar, it's our bar, where strangers become friends and friends become family. Big thanks to Sarah and Jason, our friends at the R Bar and Grill in Plainfield. You're listening to W7 Radio, powered by Velocity. Today's broadcast brought to you by Velocity Performance Training. From softball and baseball instruction to strength training, speed development, and recruiting support, Velocity helps athletes build skills and confidence needed to compete at the next level. Whether you're just getting started or chasing college opportunities, Velocity has programs designed to help you reach your goals. Locations in Green Bay and Slinger, Velocity is developing the next generation of athletes across Wisconsin. Visit trainwithvelocity.com to learn more and get started today. Velocity Performance Training. Train with purpose. Perform with confidence. Well, now, Sandy, of course, the pressure switches now back on the Marshfield defense. And, you know, you've done all that work to climb back into this thing, and now you've got to stop them from the bats of Muskego have been very active today. You've got to find a way to slow those bats down. And we talked about in our preview show last night, if it's a high-scoring game, advantage Muskego, and we're seeing that.
I mean, definitely. I think right now we do have the confidence going into this. We just had a big inning. You know, we finally got to be in the dugout for a little bit longer. Our pitcher got to cool off, get some water, get hydrated. You know, and I think that from now on, this is going to be a good game. I think from this point forward, this is going to be one of those games that will go down and somewhat in some history.
Could very well be. It would be quite a comeback if we're trailing 12-2, and now it's 12-7 in the bottom of the fifth. Molly Fox back on the circle for Marshfield here in the fifth. Lily George at the plate. No balls, one strike. She fouled the first pitch off.
It's important to get this first out here because then I believe you got top of the order coming up here too.
Yes, she's the 9-hitter, George. She hit a grand slam her last time up. Her season average is 206.
Wow.
She hit a grand slam her last time up to bat. How about that?
I mean,
boy, what a great memory she's going to have.
Mm-hmm.
One ball, one strike on Lily George. Chopper foul, 1-2.
I mean, if she's only a freshman too, you're probably going to end up seeing this Muskego team back here.
There's no doubt about it. Again, I cannot give enough credit to the program and the coaching staff for what they've built at Muskego. They've done it the right way. They've just systematically built this thing up over the last 3 years into a powerhouse in the Classic 8 and now a powerhouse in the state of Wisconsin. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2-2 on Lily George. That one up and away.
You know, we'll take that one. We'll take that one. You put them out. You put them outside, and then what you do is you take them back inside. You make them adjust. You know, if you're a good hitter, you kind of figure that out. But we'll see what happens here. I mean,
here's the 2-2. Plunked her in the back. And George will take first, hit by pitch by Molly Fox. Well, certainly not payback. The last thing Marshfield wants is runners on base at this point.
Yeah.
And it was on a 2-2 count. George will walk it off. Boy, just a freshman. She is long and tall. Mm-hmm. She's going to be quite an athlete.
Oh, 100%.
So runner at first, nobody out. And it's top of the order, Reese Heinrich. Heinrich hitting .518 on the year. First pitch popped up on the infield. Costa calling for it and makes the catch. And there's 1 out. And boy, that's a pitcher's best friend, a pop-up in the infield.
Oh, isn't it anyone's best friend at this point?
Absolutely is. 1 out, 1 on. And here's Samantha Bruner. Bruner officially 1 for 3 today with a run scored. First pitch, ball, 1 ball.
You know, Molly's had a little bit of time now, I think, to recover and get some liquid in her. I think now she's finally back to where she was in that first, second inning where, you know, we're giving her a little bit more confidence. She's got a little bit of a cushion now. She doesn't have to.
Right. Swung on, hit to second, gobbled up, and couldn't make the play safe. So it went to second, and Oppmann tried to apply the tag on the runner, George. She bobbled it and then tried to apply the tag, but when she did, it skipped away from her off her hand, and so everybody's safe. To me, the play there, and again, looking back in retrospect, you feel that ball, and you just go to first and get that out, and the runner goes where the runner goes.
Yep.
At this point, you just want those outs.
Yep, and I think after you bobble it, I think that's your only option is to go
Agree.
first. And I think that, you know, we do struggle with that a little bit. We will bobble the ball, and then all of a sudden it's like we're trying to make a double play. It's like, no, just go to first.
Right.
Just go to first.
Yep. I always say the great part about athletes is they think they can do anything. The bad part about athletes is they think they can do anything.
Literally.
1 ball and no strikes on the pitcher, Kylie Sadler. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Fox trying to work her way out of this 5th inning.
I mean, really, Gary, we have a pitcher battle here at this point. I mean, we're really trying. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty of, like, how long can your pitchers hold on before they really start to break down?
Exactly. 1-1.
Or make your arm fall off.
Hops to second, and the runners will both move up, and it's second and third now. So second and third, 1 out, and if you're Marshfield, the last thing you want is to undo all this work you've done in the top half.
Trade the out for the run. Get the out.
Two and one. This one chopped to short, and it goes through Costa's legs. 1 run scores, 2 runs scores. Picked up in center field. It's a 2 RBI hit for Kylie Sadler, and just like that, it's 14-7. I think Ryan maybe had one eye on second. Could I possibly make a play on second? And maybe took her eye off of her just a second. Didn't get quite down on that as far enough as she should have, and it goes into left field.
I think, too, that she's trying to avoid the runner, too. That also is a little bit of a factor. She's running kind of in front of her face. Ryan's trying to make the play, too, a little bit. But also, I mean, like I said before, way in the beginning of this dirt is packed. So it's going to play. There we go.
This one hit to Costa. She'll throw it to first and dropped at first base, and the wheels are coming off for this Marshfield team. Darcy, do me a favor, Darcy Clark. Let Sarah and Josh at the R-Bar know you were listening today on W7 Radio and you heard the 5th inning stretch presented by R-Bar. I would appreciate that. I want to make sure that they know we get people listening, and we want to give them as much exposure and attention as we possibly can. And now we're going to get a meeting at the Circle for Marshfield. And boy, again, you work so hard to get back into this thing, Sandy. You get it down to 5, and now it's back to 7, 14-7. And a little bit of trouble in the infield, trouble at shortstop, trouble at second, trouble at first. It's kind of been contagious here in this 5th inning.
Yeah, I mean, we can't let the wheels fall off right now. We got one out. We have force at any bag. And I think that, at this point you regroup, which Lily, I think, has done right now, is kind of taking her girls and regrouping them and getting them to calm down. And we're gonna go get these 2 outs. We're gonna come back in and we're gonna do what we need to do.
Couple shout outs. Jamie Wenzel checking in. Shout out from Jamie Wenzel at Sandlot Softball in Marshfield. Nat Bremer also checking in. That one's low. 1 ball and no strikes. Cara Jamonic, first and second. Cora here, the winning run for Muskego with a 7-run lead and 2 runners on. 1 ball, no strikes.
She slowed down
And now it's 2-0.
1-1.
1-1, beg your pardon. Nat says, I love watching all these girls keep fighting tigers. Been wonderful watching them during the summer. Play for Marshfield fast pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out in the 5th. That one missed low, 2-1. And Fox's defense has not given her a lot of help here in this 5th inning. 2-1. Inside, 3 balls and 1 strike. Griesbach makes the throw down to first, but runner is back. Three balls, 1 strike, and 1 out. Molly ready, and here's the 3-1. Chopper to third. Throw across to first, get the force, and that's 2 outs. A nice play by Costa. No, that was
Garvin.
third base. That was Garvin at third, and there's 2 outs. So 2 away. Bases now second and third. They get the runner out at first.
And all that should be going through these girls' brains right now is get the out at 1. Get the out at 1.
The runners at second and third don't matter. All that matters is the runner at 1.
Get the out.
Ava Gumini at the plate. First pitch from Fox. High, ball 1. Congratulations, Molly Fox. 300 career strikeouts. Got her 300th during the first strikeout here on W7 today.
Cool to do it on a state field.
Absolutely. 1 ball, no strikes on Ava. Swung on and fouled off. 1-1.
Like I said, too, she's only a sophomore, so I mean, like, she's
Wow,
still got 2
that
more
is
years.
Impressive.
She's still got 2 more years doing this thing, and I mean, I can't say anything that has been said about her already. I mean, she is just a powerhouse for this Marshfield pitching.
1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Thank you, Darcy. I appreciate you.
You know, the beautiful thing about this is you haven't really seen a pass ball from any of the catchers.
No, that's a great point. The catching has been really solid today on both sides. 2 balls. Well, we've seen a couple of wild pitches, but yeah, no pass balls today. 2-1.
Everything's been pretty much in that zone.
Yep.
And
sometimes you get catchers and pitchers get the yips a little bit playing in this diamond. We saw it a couple years ago. I think Coleman kind of went through some of that a couple years ago, and it's not surprising that would happen. But both these teams have done a nice job of settling in and just playing softball today.
Exactly.
3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Here's the 3-1. Check swing foul, 3-2.
You know, we told these girls today, like, pretend it's your home stadium. You know, you have all your fans here.
Oh, you sure do.
Everybody's here to support you, and, you know, we will be cheering for you. We'll be doing all that, but you have to go out there and play like it's your home field. Go protect your home field.
D1 quarterfinal game number 1. Here's the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss.
And we live to see another one.
The side. We've played 5. Your new score, Muskego 14, Marshfield 7. You're listening to W7 Radio, powered by Velocity.
Andy Varsho.
Sandy's like the chairman of the board here. Everybody's just coming by, kissing the ring, saying hi to Sandy. And a very popular young lady, of course. I met Sandy when she was in high school at Marshfield. We got this. I wasn't sure we were going to do any of her games or not, and then it worked out that we were able to do a triangular that you guys were in with Cedarburg. Now, that was a cold day, Sandy, if you remember that day. It was just unbearably cold.
It was cold, and it was, like, almost too much. Like
It was too much.
At one point, we were like, can we just go home?
Yeah,
like,
right.
We're done.
You and me both. I was the same way, trust me. We were freezing. All right, in the 6th, Madeline Cole to lead it off. 14-7. 14 runs on just 9 hits for Muskego.
Here's an advantage here for Marshfield. You got your top of your order coming up, and I think the top of the order has been hitting, pretty much all game.
Yeah, Cole's 2 for 3. Garvin's 1 for 3. That one gets away. 2 balls and 1 strike.
I can't imagine what the ball feels like right now.
Oh, Madeline Cole, by the way, has scored 3 runs today. She's done a nice job on the bases. This one's fouled off. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
I think my favorite thing about Maddie is she just very much like, she's a great kid overall, but I think for her, it's her determination. She wants to do this. She doesn't want to end today. She wants to do this thing, and she wants to, make a good memory coming back home. She wants to come home with that gold ball.
Absolutely. 2-2 is hit off the end of the bat right to the shortstop runner, and she makes the catch. And there's 1 out here in the 6th. Just a little pop-up in front of shortstop, and runner able to make the play for the first out here in the 6th. Reminder coming up next, Smash and Appleton North. Sailor Timberman will be joining us at some point.
Looks like we're getting a pitching change here again for Muskego.
Returning to pitch for the Muskego Warriors, number 45, Grace Swazinski. Swazinski returning to pitch for Muskego.
So Swazinski is coming into pitch. We thought we might see that here in the before this game was over, and sure enough, we see it now. And you've pitched enough, Sandy. I mean, what's the thought process here, do you think, as far as Muskego and these pitching changes?
I mean, for us always, it was always, keep them off balance. Keep them off balance as much as you can. And I think for, this Muskego team, you have 2 great aces. I mean, both pitchers have done phenomenal tonight. The thing I think is Grace is probably a little bit more accurate with her spots, where I think as Sadler's a little bit more, a little bit more wild, but still gets the job done. But
right.
I think it still keeps this team off balance, and it's good to have that. And for any pitcher, I mean, you want to have someone that can hit those spots, but then also you kind of have a little bit of a backup where you can have a little bit of that cushion to throw a different pitcher. And I think
for sure,
now that they're kind of seeing, it's getting a little bit closer, they're starting to, kind of come back. Let's go back to Grace, see what they can do.
Well, here's Lydia Garvin. Nobody on and 1 out here in the 6th. First pitch strike. 0-1. Garvin today 1 for 3. Costa and Cole are the only multi-hit batters today for Marshfield. Each have 2. Kellenhofer has 3 RBI for Marshfield. No balls, 2 strikes on Lydia Garvin. Swazinski ready, and here's the 0-2. Hit down the line at left field, but foul. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes.
You haven't seen a weak ball down the line in the whole game, I don't think.
No, the hitting has been very solid today. And you kind of expect that on a warm day like this.
Mm-hmm.
Cold days, cold and wet favors batter. Warm and muggy favors, cold and wet favors pitcher. Warm and muggy favors batter. This one's fouled off. No balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out.
The batter at four, she departed the batter's box, and it's a foul ball.
So it hit her before she left the box. No balls, 2 strikes.
It's funny. All these Marshall batters I'm noticing are up in the box. So I don't know if she's got a lot of velocity, but she can definitely spin the ball.
Yeah. That one's fouled off, and it's still 0-2.
What do we have for pitch count, Gary? I mean, Grace just started again, but overall.
This one is popped up,
I think it's out
twisting
here.
Foul. So Swazinski, 64 pitches, 42 strikes. Sadler with 63 pitches, 32 strikes. So 124 between them. But again, this is that beauty of having 2 pitchers.
Yep.
They're both in the low 60s, which is a really nice place to be, especially if you're going to play again tomorrow.
Yep.
No balls, 2 strikes on Lydia Garvin. Swung on and just tipped foul.
Not only that, you're playing late tomorrow.
Yeah, it'll be a late game tomorrow. It'll be the final game of the night tomorrow.
Good thing Goodman has lights.
Oh, I love night games under the lights here at Goodman Diamond. Here's 0-2 now on Lydia Garvin. 1 out, nobody on. 14-7 here in the 6th. Check swing. Did she go?
Ooh.
They're going to rule down at first, and she did not. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
You might be right. That is always the default, isn't it?
The default's always, nah, she's good. I think unless they clearly see something, they're pretty much always going to favor the home plate umpire. Here's the 1-2. Popped up, foul, and behind the catcher. Didn't have a chance at that play. Count remains 1-2. 1 out here in the 6th.
Lydia's really working this Muskego pitcher
Yeah,
here.
this has been a great at-bat for Lydia Garvin. Chopper to short.
Oh, that's
Trouble
bubble.
and safe.
There we go. That's a base runner there.
So it's a 1-out single. And you've got a runner on now for Molly Fox. Sun has abated now, so it's a little bit cooler. First pitch in there, strike on Fox. Molly today 0 for 2 with an RBI.
It's never good to go 0 for 2, but the RBIs are always nice.
Yeah, for sure. Swung on, and there's a base hit in the left field. It goes out to the left fielder. Garvin around second, going to third, around third. She's going to score, and it's 14-8. It's a single and an error for Molly Fox.
She got a little caught up sliding there. And
Well,
said
you'll
home
take it
there.
any way you can get it, Sandy. You'll take it any way you can get it. And now it's 14-8.
And as I was saying earlier about Molly, I mean, those timely hits, you know, take advantage of those errors. Goes past the shortstop, gets past the left fielder, and now we have a runner on second with 1 out. And Lily Griesbach up to bat.
Boy, big play there for Marshfield, trying to climb back into this thing. They trail 14-8.
This is the best game I've seen from Marshfield in a while. I mean, this is a game where, you know, you get nervous, like at some point, and then all of a sudden you start to relax and you're like, all right, we do have a shot. We can do this. I mean,
Well, and I'll tell you right now, we're already going to be way off schedule. The next game is scheduled for 1:30. No way that's happening. It's 1:15 right now, and we're still in the 6th inning. So they booked 2.5 hours for the game, and that's not going to be enough for this one. We're still in the 6th inning. It's 14-8. We're probably looking closer to 2 o'clock for a start time. This one's fouled off, which of course will push everything else back half an hour to an hour as well. Lillian Griesbach at the plate. Fouls off the first one. No balls and 1 strike. Griesbach today 0 for 2 with a run scored and a walk.
you start to see all these Smash fans start to roll in, and they're
Yep.
like, what's going on? Why aren't we?
Why are we still playing this game here? Check swing, foul tipped, and it's 0-2 on Griesbach. Runner at second is Fox, and if you're Marshfield, nothing more you'd like than to grab that second run back here in the 6th. Get within striking distance for the 7th. 1 ball, or nope, that's a called third strike. Interesting call. Called third strike, and Griesbach goes down on strikes, and there's 2 outs. And now Avery Kelnhofer.
Hitting well all game. She's been hitting great all game. I mean, you can't say anything about it.
First pitch, ball.
Whoa.
1 for 3 with a run scored and 3 RBI today.
Molly seemed to be a little bit too much far off there to catcher wanting to go get her. I will say, this catcher, she has a very good arm.
She sure does.
I mean,
Swing and a miss for Kelnhofer, and it's 1-1.
I mean, she She slung it down there, and you almost thought Molly was going to get out because of it.
Yeah, it was a hard throw. Swing and a miss on a change. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kimberly Robin checking in. Victoria Simonis, our friend from Mosinee, cheering on Molly Fox. They're all part of that same club that down the left field line. Check them out on Facebook. It's a great group of dads who run that site. Called third strike on an inside pitch, and that retires the side. Marshfield gets 1 of the 6. We head to the bottom of the 6th here. New score, Muskego 14, Marshfield 8. You're listening to W7 Radio, powered by Velocity. Welcome back. Whether you're just getting started or looking to sharpen your skills for the next level, Krupke Fast Pitch has the tools and experience to help you succeed. Offering individual and group pitching lessons, advanced Rapsodo technology for instant feedback, cage rentals, and program consultations, Krupke Fast Pitch brings over 30 years of coaching experience to every athlete they work with. If you're serious about improving your game, connect with Krupke Fast Pitch on Facebook or email Krupke, that's Krupk, fastpitch@gmail.com. First pitch hit hard to center field and caught. What a play in center field. Maddie Cole, boy, has she come up big today, Sandy. Maddie Cole, time after time when they've needed her, she's had big plays today, and this one no different.
Mallory Becker.
She's a little thing, but she's mighty.
She is a fireball out there. 1 out. And here's Mallory Becker. First pitch upstairs. 1 ball, no strikes.
You know, it's a big first out, too, for Marshfield. Just get out of this inning and get back in. You need 6 runs to tie it, and I think that's all you got to focus on. Don't focus on going ahead. Focus on getting to 14.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Swung on and pop foul. 1 out, nobody on here at the bottom of the 6th. No balls, 2 strikes on Mallory Becker. And the sun is completely gone now, and a cool breeze has picked up, which is good news and scary news at the same time. I'm happy for the relief. I'm worried about storms coming. But only can control what you can control, right,
Exactly,
Sandy? Nothing else you
exactly.
can do. Here's the 0-2 hot shot to third, and Garvin on the catch for the out. Line drive right to Lydia Garvin. She bends her knees, sticks that glove out, and brings it in, and there's 2 outs. Well, for all the trouble we saw in the field in the 5th inning, we've seen the exact opposite here in the 6th inning,
Exactly.
Sandy. 2 great plays for Marshfield here in the 6th, and here's Lily George. She has been a thorn in the side of this Tigers team today. 2 for 2, 3 runs scored, and 4 RBI, including a grand slam.
I mean, no matter what happens here in this game, both teams should be so proud of how they played this game today because, I mean, this has been a game that I've been enjoying to watch, especially
Absolutely.
just from right here. And
It's a great way to start things out. No balls, 1 strike. It hops to the plate, 1-1. 2 outs. and nobody on for Muskego here in the 6th. Looking ahead to the Marshfield 7th, it'll be Costa, Pugh, and this one's hit to left field, straight up. Calling forward in left field is Kelnhofer, and she makes the play to retire the side. All right, last call for Marshfield as we head to the 7th. Your score remains Muskego 14, Marshfield 8. You're listening to W7 Radio, powered by Velocity. Here we go. Top of the 7th, Ryan Costa to lead things off for Marshfield. Costa today, she's had a really nice day. 2 for 2, a run scored, an RBI as well for Ryan Costa on her 17th birthday. Happy birthday, Ryan.
Oh, too fast. Goes too fast.
You ain't seen nothing yet. Wait for the next 30 years. Out number 1 as she grounds out back to the pitcher.
Well, I'll be 22 this year, Gary.
Oh my gosh,
So,
you're just a baby.
I know.
I was 22 in 1993.
Oh, goodness.
1 out and nobody on. And yeah, our friends down the left field line checking in. You bet. Hey, we love you guys. Keep up the great work and supporting girls sports and girls softball in central Wisconsin. We're big fans of you guys.
The thing we'll be here to see is how tight will this strike zone end up becoming right now in the top of the 7th inning. Does it stay the same? Does it tighten?
1-0.
Does it shorten?
In there. 1 ball, 1 strike on Ari Pugh. 1 out, nobody on in the Marshfield 7th. Pugh 0 for 3 today. Here's the 1-1, swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swazlinski trying to close this thing out.
All of the players I see around, oh my goodness. Appleton, get some Appleton North fans behind us.
Yeah, we got North fans here. We got Spash fans here. That game's coming up next. That one missed. 2 balls and
Just
2 strikes.
missed.
Just missed indeed. Appleton North Spash coming up next. We'll break the stream, then come back live. We'll do a quick post game with Ms. Costa here and get her on her way. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, swing and a miss, and that's strike 3. And now the Tigers down to their final out. 2 outs and nobody on. Let me ask you, Sandy. I mean, it's a young team. I don't think anybody thought that they would get here. Is it enough this year to get here, do you think? I mean, is it enough for this program? I guess, do you look back at the season and say it was a big success?
Yeah, I would definitely say so. I mean, there were times this year that we looked at it and we said, I believe this team can do it. Now you have to get through the big ones. Hudson, Chippewa Falls, you got to get through that. You got to get through your conference.
Right.
But I mean, we all knew that, these girls are talented, right? They played together since they've been 8U. We just recreated a photo actually yesterday on the state send-off of them as an 8U team.
Fantastic. 1 ball, 1 strike on Stanton.
And these girls, I mean, they just
hit to left.
They just
and caught, and that will do it.
I mean, there should be no doubt that these girls should be so proud of their season, so proud of this game. I mean, it's a tough loss, but I mean, look where they made it to.
And you got to believe this team will be certainly one coming back next year and maybe the following year. Final score, Muskego 14, Marshfield 8 for Muskego. 14 runs on 9 hits, 4 errors. Marshfield 8 runs, 7 hits, and 4 errors. Your winning pitcher, Grace Wislinski. Losing pitcher is Molly Fox. Game time, a whopping 2 hours and 26 minutes. We'll be back with our post-game show. I see Sailor Timmerman in the house. We'll be back. You're listening to W7 Radio.
We only have 4 seniors leaving. So at the end of the day, we're still, we're going to come back with pretty much the same team. So I think at the end of the day, you'll see us back here. I mean, no doubt about it. I think you'll see us back here. And I think at the end of the day, these girls played to their potential. They played the way they wanted to play. And yeah, it didn't end up in our favor, but I mean, 9 hits on 8 runs. I mean, you can't be mad at that.
No.
You can't be mad at that. And errors kind of didn't help in the end there, but I think overall,
Muskego's a good team, and they're a very good offensive team. They showed that today. Your 9-hitter gets a grand slam. I mean, I don't think anybody expected that, but kudos again to Muskego. I mean, they're the real deal. They'll play the winner of Spash and Appleton North. That game's scheduled to come up next. We'll see. I think they're ushering people out right now. I don't know if we're going to have a weather delay or what the skinny's going to be, but final word, Sandy, thoughts on today and just the experience?
Oh my gosh, it was so much fun to be here. It was so much fun to be alongside you finally after 5 years.
We've waited a long time, Sandy. We waited a long time.
And it was great to talk to you about Marshfield softball and get you a little educated, Gary, about
it. Well,
I
appreciate it. I appreciate it. I had fun. Thank you to Becky Linsmeyer, head coach at Marshfield. Thank you to all of our new friends at Marshfield. Looking forward to watching this team, see what they can do next year. That will do it for us. Final score in Game 1, Muskego 14, Marshfield 8. Coming up next will be Spash and Appleton North. No word on a start time yet. We'll get the pregame started when we get clearer word on when that's going to happen. For Sandy Costa, I'm Gary Wipperman. Thanks for watching, and for our photographer, Dave Beasley. Have a great rest of your day. Make sure and come back for Game 2 coming up next. Last thing, maybe Sandy will help me with this. We are W7, and we are
for the girls.
Out of way, Sandy. All right, see you guys soon.
Bye.